Yo, 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 yo. So I'm gonna let the room warm up just a little bit because I barely started this live, but it should be interesting. I want to talk about my experiences in DR in the last like 2 months I was there, which were not good. But give me a minute, guys. I want to drop the link right now. Hopefully, I have some DR former expats jump on. It'd be very good to get their opinion because so many of us have left. I was there for 2 months and I couldn't wait to get out of there. I mean, oh, it's just really bad now over there. Just yeah, it's not. I didn't have a good time. Actually, out of three countries I visited this year, I think DR was like the one where I just couldn't wait to get out, man. Like the other two were just Brazil. I had a good time, and in Colombia, it was all right for like 2 months. But DR, man, it was just I would never spend another birthday there in my life for sure. Yo, yo, yo. So we have seven people. That's good enough. I'm not gonna let it warm up for like 15 minutes. I'm just gonna get straight to the point. Douglas, I don't. He's laughing. It's changed a lot. Yeah, unfortunately, the women over there have become Americanized. That's the one thing I noticed, man. I'm just so glad that I was over there this time. And I've gone to DR for every single year for the last like 8 years. I think 2021 was the only year I didn't visit, but I always visit every year. Either it's just 1 month, 2 months, or sometimes longer. But this time it was like that straw that broke the camel's back happened, and I just couldn't wait to leave. Like, it's kind of like one of those things where it's just like you realize it's time to move on, and sometimes you have to adjust. Sometimes countries change for the worse, and you have to like be able to adjust. Like Cuba used to be one of my favorite countries to visit when I was back in Miami, but things have changed. I visited like a year ago, and it wasn't the same. The streets were dead. The Malecon was dead. The vibe was dead. And so I left, and maybe I'll go back in a few more years and see if it's changed, but I don't think so. 14 years and 75 trips for me. Yeah, I mean, you know better than I do then, because I've only been going there for like 8 years, so you got double. And it just got in like actually, I feel like the cities like that were interior and DR were like kind of like safe for a while, but eventually like a virus it hit the whole fucking island. Um, the chapeadora shit, the lies, the the games, the mind games. Just like it felt like I was talking to American women. Like I don't ever bash American women, but honestly, it felt like that for a while. And after like a month, I was like, man, I have to get out of here. I just stayed for my health. I was like trying to drop a little bit of weight, so I decided to stay there. But yeah, you know better than I do. 75 trips. I don't know how you do it, bro. Maybe you have property or you're Dominican yourself, but I could never go back there. Like there's just so many better countries to visit: Puerto Rico, Mexico, Brazil, or fucking even in Europe, Spain, Czech Republic, Hungary, Italy. There's just a lot of more options, and I don't feel like DR fits that anymore. I just like it's good. Cuba, I decided to put that on a hold because that country is going through a series of bad issues. It's not because the population ran me out, but in DR, I could honestly say the women ran me out. I'm hoping I have some of the guys that have been there live there come on the panel because I invited someone, but it was kind of like a last minute thing. But I would really like to have their experiences like on here because I know I'm not the only one that feels like so many of us have left. Taylor Made Dreams left, Chapapa TV left, uh, Brown Liquor Baron left, Escape Big J, Escape to the Dominican Republic left, Skrilla left. Um, Damn, who else and shit, bro? There's a lot more people that have left, man. But yeah, forget about looking for a relationship. Yeah, you know what? I wasn't looking for no damn relationship. Hell no. It just even just like going out or just doing like basic things with the women there had just become even a issue. Like, man, bro, but that's my point. Even just smashing and dashing is it's hard over there now. It's really difficult even just to do that now. And let me tell you why, because they're becoming Americanized. Like, if you get a girl's number, and fuck Tinder, I'm talking about code approach, because that's what I was doing, code approaching. They start scoping out, like, what do you do for a living? Like, what are you doing here? And the minute they realize that you're not a pendejo and you're not like a simp or something, they'll just stop talking to you, man. Or they'll, like, I got a girl's number the other day, just 1 week before I left, and she was beautiful, man. Straight, she was curvy. And I ran into her like where I was eating at, and I started talking to her. She sat down next to me. We had like a 20-minute conversation. She spoke English. She was educated. And then she told me, I've been to 7 countries. And I was like, cool, cool, cool. And then like the next day, she hits me over like, oh, my mom's in the hospital. I need $300. I'm like, fuck, man. Like, that's fucking bullshit, bro. But you know what? I could tell you that she's been flown out 7 times. And every single guy that flew her out would have to be a sim. Because there's no way that she just went with the guy just like that. I'm pretty sure he was giving her money. And she's like, all right, this guy, I have him. But she spoke perfect English. And I thought she was down to earth. But that was just the epitome of like how every girl that I was meeting was the same shit. Like I said it once and I said it twice. Like a Puerto Rican girl I talked to years ago told me, when dealing with a Dominican, go there for fun, not for love. Most men eventually want more than superficial after a while. Yeah. You know what? I think even just for just like regular friendships or just like hanging out, it's become a headache. Like, even I'm not looking for love. I've never been looking for love in DR since I first got there. I already knew what's up the first week I was there, like 8 years ago. But even just for just trying to even hang out with somebody, just like to chill with or have a couple of beers out at the Cormado, even that's a headache over there. Like, you can meet a girl and the next day she's telling you to give her $300 because her mom's in the fucking hospital, but yet you've been to 7 countries and speak English. Like, man, welcome to Beg. I made the biggest mistake buying properties, bro. We all make mistakes. Like I said in the beginning of the life, like sometimes countries change and we have to adjust with it. I was talking about Cuba, how it's changed. Now, I didn't leave Cuba because the people ran me out like in DR, but I feel like the vibe in Cuba is dead. I don't know if it's because of COVID, I'm thinking, but back in the day when I used to go to Cuba, it was a fucking fantastic place, man. I used to have a good time. Now when I was there, it was just like not the same. And so I had to adjust and be like, all right, well, Cuba's off the list for a while. DR's permanently off the list because if I go back, it would be with a friend or with a girl to the beach. But then I go back to Santiago or to Santo Domingo. Like, if I told you the stories of the fuck shit that happens, like even going on the fucking date over there on that island is a headache. Like, just the mind games that they play with you, the bullshit that you have to deal with. I went to go meet up a girl in Mocha. That's 30 minutes from Santiago. And when I got there, she blocked me. I waited for her at the fucking Burger King. And as soon as I got there, she was like, I'll be there right now. And she blocked me for whatever reason. And this is a girl with like damn 2 kids. So I could see why a lot of them are single mothers. And so I was just there and I was like, man, I came over here for 30 minutes. I took an Uber for 30 minutes for nothing. And that was in the beginning. That was just like the tip of the iceberg. Like, I just went through fuck shit after fuck shit after fuck shit with the women over there. It was one of those things where after like 6 weeks of being there, I got my plane ticket and I left like 2 weeks later. Like, I can't believe I paid $65 an exit fee. Like, it was just a scam. You're charging me $65 to leave your country when everybody in your country is trying to like take a bite out of my fucking wallet. Cuba recently had, they have a blackout, unfortunately. I feel bad for the Cubans, man. And for the tourists, imagine all the tourists that are in Cuba right now that have Airbnbs from Europe, from all over the world, and they're just stuck there because some places don't have a Wi-Fi box. And so, man, you have no way to communicate with the outside world. That sucks. Those vendors in Sua press to you. I will be in Sosua next week, but probably be my last time for a while. I want to check out Santo Domingo and Santiago. Well, all I gotta say is good luck, bro. I mean, because maybe you have better luck than me, and I really hope to God that you have better luck than I did, because for me it was a goddamn headache, bro. I had another girl that I went out with a friend, and we went to this club. And she didn't want to like go to like where we're gonna go to. I think we're gonna go to the Cormado after the club closed or something like. We're gonna go somewhere to the by the Monumento, and but she wanted to go to another club, and I already spent some money. I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm not about to spend $100. Fuck that. And so I told the girl, I was like, you know what, man, let's go somewhere else. And she was like, hold up, I'll be back. I waited for this girl for 20 minutes inside. Like she was inside the restaurant. Like even my boy that was with me, he's a foreigner too, and he was just like looking at me, and we're looking at each other. Damn, 20 minutes. I just called an Uber and I just left. I'm like, and she never messaged me, by the way. Like I messaged her a few hours later. It's like, oh, you left me here by myself. Like, but she was just like, she didn't give a shit, bro. But 20 minutes inside the fucking restroom, and then the other girl from Mocha just to fucking block me as soon as I get there. And then another girl that I knew for about a year, we're supposed to link up for my birthday because I was really cool with her. 4 days before my birthday, oh no, my cell phone broke. I have no way of contacting you. I'm using IG. I'm like, cool. And I haven't heard from her until actually today. And shit, I haven't heard from her like in 2 months. And she was like, oh, I'm sorry, this and this. Like, on my phone, I had to change my number. And I'm like, yeah, but you have IG. You could have messaged me on Instagram and told me what's up. So to me, it's just like the mind games that they play over there, bro. It just like, to me, that was the straw that broke the camel's back. I feel like I was one of the last of the Mohicans there, man, for real, because everybody I know has left. Like I said, all the influencers that I knew that was there for many years, they all took off, man. Every single one, man. You must not send her money to go to the saloon. You must have not sent her money to go to the saloon, get her nails done, buy her new dress, shoes, purses, so she looks nice for you. And don't forget 3,000 pesos. Oh my God, bro. Check this out, Douglas. I met a girl down the street at the Cormado, and I got her number, and I went out with her, and I did my thing with her, right? Cool, bro. And she was super thick, by the way. Man, that shit's so funny and then like a week later, I hit her up. I was like, hey, you know what? Let's go out this weekend. Exactly what you just wrote. She hit me up like, oh, I need money for the saloon. I want to look nice, and I also need money for the babysitter. I'm like, come on, bro. And then she hits me up like a few days later. Oh, I need money for the Pampers. I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, bro, where the hell are the kids' dads at, bro? I'm good, bro. Yeah, but that's why I'm saying that the women are very cynical because they look at you and they're already thinking like, man, bro, like what can I get from this guy? And that's the thing. When you tell them that you've been there for a while, you speak the language and you know what's up, they kind of like figure right away that you're not a pendejo. And so they'll stop fucking with you, bro. But if they figure like they smell blood in the water like a great wife, well, they're going to come after you, man. Those women can smell blood in the water from miles away, man. I don't fucking ever give them any hint of me being a simp or any of that shit, bro. So they don't even fuck with me like that. Went to Sosua in June, left in a big heat wave to NYC to another heat wave. It was just as hot there as weather-wise, too humid. I dated a Dominican that was a doctor. Without her, went out with her, and then I said, I don't play. I went to the bathroom, and she was gone. Later, I found out she was selling accept financial benefits options. Man, what's going on? Motivational Movements is a good guy, man. I've linked up with him twice, once in Brazil and once in Mexico. He's a very experienced traveler, and he's very knowledgeable, man. But I dated a Dominican that was a doctor. Went out with her, and then I said I don't pay. I went to the bathroom, and she was gone. Yeah, nah, mine didn't leave. Mine stayed in the restroom for 20 fucking minutes, bro. And then I just left, and she never messaged me. I messaged her a few hours later, and like it was just like man, bro, like talking about women like it's in her 30s, man. Like I would expect that from a 19-year-old, 23-year-old, 25, but a woman that's in her 30s, I'm telling you, it doesn't matter the age. Like even last year when I was there, was it last year? I think it was last year. It had to be last year and shit. If it wasn't last year, no, it was actually in 22. I met this girl outside a club and I got her number. And when I went to go meet up with her at her work, she was working at a gas station. She told me, give me 1,000 pesos, which is about $20. She's like, I'll cook you something tonight. I want to go get the food. And I actually believed her because she was older. She's almost 40. But she looked good for her age. And I was all right. So I gave her the $20, which is 1,000 pesos. And then I hit her up a few hours like, hey, are you going to still make dinner? Oh, no, my uncle's in the hospital. I'm over here in the ER. I'm like, okay. And then I hit her up the next day. She's like, you don't understand. I'm still in the hospital. But that was a fucking cap out. So to me, I've just lost respect for the women on the island. To me, they ain't shit, bro. I don't give a fuck. I even told that to one of the girls I've had on my channel, Dominican girl. Fucking the other day, I was like, yeah, dude, like I just think the women in your island ain't shit. She got mad. She's like, well, you should leave, and I'm like, well, I mean, I am leaving and shit. But honestly, bro, even her, like, I just kind of like stayed away from her as well because, like, to me, at the end of the day, birds of a feather flock together. You understand what I'm saying? At the end of the day, certain people that have certain qualities hang around with certain people. Like, to me, I can't be around a person that fucking goes to a country. As much issues that I have with like certain places that I've gone to, like DR, I don't disrespect the locals. I never go out of my way to say they ain't shit or nothing like that. Because I never had issues with the local men. The local men have always been great with me. Really nice people, the men. But the women are another thing. But I've never gone out of my way to disrespect them in any way, shape, or form. No Dominican can ever say I've like fucking treated a waiter like shit or anything like that. Like I don't do that. That's not who I am. But I knew this girl came to Medellin with her best friend, and the girl that I know was respectful, but her best friend wasn't, and her mom. They're mistreating the waiters. Like I went out with them just one fucking time. And bro, I'm telling you right now, bro, like they were just so disrespectful to the waiters, looking at the waiters like they weren't shit. And I'm looking at them like, bro, what the fuck? Like, but I just never went out with them again. And I kind of like ever since then, I kind of just like stopped hanging around with them. Like I was just like, to me, that was like the straw that broke the camel's back. Like I was just like, at that moment with that friendship, I was like, nah, I feel like if you think it's cool to be around people like that, there's something fucked up with you, bro. It really is. Like, I don't give a damn for like I'm not gonna go to any country and treat people like shit, bro. I'm not gonna do that. And then brag about it on the internet. This is my best friend. Like, how can you not be embarrassed that your best friend is treating people like shit? Our best friend's a chaperoda anyways. But I told her the other day, I was like, you never like fucking. I told her what I thought about the island and shit. She's like, fucking this and this and this, and like, and I was like, oh, whatever. And she felt some type of it, but I don't give a damn. I speak what's on my mind. So if it hurt her feelings, I don't give a fuck. I will never be unapologetic for. I speak what's on my mind. Anybody that's on my channel knows that I say what's on my mind, and I don't give a damn if I offend somebody. I really don't give a shit, bro. Especially if I'm talking shit about a certain group of people, because when I do something like that, it's because they've crossed the line, and it's just not one or two people. It's a lot of fucking people that have crossed the line. A lot of people. And so to me, bro, I don't give a damn. If we want to play those games where you want to take advantage of me, bro, I have no issue calling your fucking population shit, bro. I really don't, bro. Nurses and doctors don't get paid well in DR. Yeah, I feel you, man. A lot of funny stories there. I was messing around with this chick from Santiago, and she had breast implants. She told me she got them due to ill effects of breastfeeding. Oh, fuck, my God. You know what? It's so funny. I know a guy that I used to hang around with in Medellin, and I read it. Like, it's so, you know what the odds of are running into a person from a different country, like out of all the countries in the world, and I happened to be at a Hooters, and he walked in, and like I recognized him, so we started talking, right? Because we used to drink back in the day, and he was telling me how he got tired of Colombia. It's like, bro, like after a while, the craziness gets to you, and I was like, yeah, that's why I left as well. And I think sometimes you could take a break from a place and you'll be all right, and then sometimes you just have to just abandon the place. And I feel like him, I don't think he's ever gonna go back to Medellin. I just think he had a bad relationship with a chick that never appreciated anything he did. Like he took the kid to go play soccer, all these like good things, and was there, paid the bills, but just the people just take advantage sometimes, and it's just like it's hard to respect a culture that does that. It really is, man, because it's not just a few people; it's a lot of people that are doing it. I saw a guy in Medellin, a guy that I knew, a homeless guy, or not a homeless guy, I'm sorry, just some random dude asked him like, "Can you buy me Pampers? I have a kid." And this guy, the goodness in the heart, said, "All right, get some Pampers." This guy comes back. This guy comes back with the big ass box of like, what is it, like 50 Pampers or some shit like that, like this. And my boy's like, nah, get a smaller one, bro. And then he goes in and he gets like milk as well. It's like, bro, like you're just supposed to get Pampers and shit. He gets Pampers and fucking milk, bro. And that's one of the things I tell you, like you can't have a good heart in some of these places. You really can't, bro. I'm not saying you have to be disrespectful, but you do have to have a sense of authority, because people will fucking shit on you, bro. And Colombia, and when it comes to DR, if you're not fucking steadfast and you don't have balls, bro, I'm telling you right now, bro, those people will fucking shit all over you, bro. Diarrhea, bro. No fucking stopping and shit, for like a flood, bro. No breaks, man. And it won't stop until you fucking put your foot down. And that's what happened with fucking, and that's what happened to some of these guys that I'm personally known, that they didn't put their foot down until it was too late. and there's no going back. But I think now there's so many simps going to these countries that the women now can behave a certain way and not have no consequences. There's no consequences. They don't give a shit if you put your foot down, because if you tell her, no, I'm not gonna take you to this expensive restaurant this week, I'm short of money, or I'm not gonna, I don't have money for the saloon. They'll just fuck you off. They'll get another guy that's gonna give them the money and shit, dude. Don't give them shit. Just pay for dinner, drinks, and Uber rides. Anything else, and no. Yeah, but that's even more difficult. Like I'm telling the story of what's happened. But what's going on? Brown Liquor Baron, I know that you're a former expat of Dominican Republic, so I'm so glad that you helped on this panel, because I know you have a lot of stories, and you're not surprised of anything that you hear or I say, because I'm pretty sure by now you heard it all, bro. Mm. I think you have yourself muted, bro, right? Yeah, well, anyways, bro. Hold on. All right. Just pay for dinner. That's the thing. I did that with one girl that I went out with, but the next week she wanted me to get her Pampers for her kid, and then the following week she wanted me to give her money for the saloon and all this shit. I'm like, the thing is that these girls, they do that to a bunch of foreigners. They'll ask like 5 or 10 guys, and there's always going to be that one guy that's going to say yes. But I think the simping has definitely ruined Dominican Republic. I was one of those guys that said Santiago hasn't been ruined, but now that I was there for 2 months, I can honestly say like it's really bad. Like even if you meet a girl that's educated that speaks English, it doesn't matter. She has a like that girl that I met had a bachelor's degree. She spoke English and she was still on her fuck shit. Yo yo yo, you hear me, bro?
I can hear you, bro. What's up?
All right, bro. Thanks for hopping on, bro. So what's your thoughts about the expats leaving DR? What do you think is the big reason why a lot of these guys leave?
They're tired of the crap that goes on over there, man.
Hmm.
For multiple reasons. We can start. Let's start on the obvious side. Let's start on the mongerer side, right?
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The value that you're getting for what you're paying is not that. You know what I'm saying? And so, guys go over there and they get into this type of pay for play situation. And it's a pay for play situation that doesn't leave after the transaction's over. There is the, hey, can you send me some money? I need some help, or things like that. And you just get tired of that, man. You get tired of that programming. You know what I'm saying, that they have over there. It's a cultural problem that they have, where there's a begging culture over there. And that's not, me, man. I'm not gonna offend a whole, culture, a whole
Hmm.
ethnicity of people, because the people from that country that are in the United States, they're not built like that. It's just the people that's there. It's just like there is a problem. And then, you flip over to, what I'm saying, the guys that are over there trying to find love, or, for years that didn't exist. It stopped existing. And, you get these women that are there to just use you for your money and try to get everything out of you. I mean, I could tell you stories for days of guys that have given women everything. Bought a car for them over there. They got a house. They're out of the tin roof. They got a real house, bills paid for, and they still slide out and do something with the locals or the moto control driver. So it's a bad culture over there. You know what I'm saying? And the last factor that I would say is the pricing is this. It's a big inflation increasing over there. It's not inexpensive to travel to DR anymore. You're paying, what I'm saying, close to, I won't say Miami, but I'd say like, what I'm saying, Tampa, or you're paying Fort Lauderdale prices over there, which is insane, right?
Yeah, I
And so
remember
it's
going.
like, what's the value? What's the value of staying over there, living over there, um, when you have to deal with so much crap? It's not seamless. You know what I'm saying? I heard a story. One of my homies told me a story where, there was people that he knew for a long time, and they ended up stealing internet from him and all this other stuff. It's just like the stuff, like they will smile in your face and just destroy you behind the scenes when it's about $1. You know what I'm saying? And so people get tired of that. And then, you get the opportunity to find other places where you're treated better, and a lot of the things that you interact with on a daily basis that cause frustration is not there. So, you got guys going to Brazil, you got guys coming back to Colombia, you got guys going to Thailand, Philippines, you got guys even going to Costa Rica, even though Costa Rica is more expensive, because there's an element that they're gonna do without when they go to these other countries. They're not gonna have those problems, those lying problems. The motor culture driver is really her boyfriend. The cousin is really her baby's daddy. You know what I'm saying? The
That's
mother
how it
didn't
is.
die.
Yeah, that's how it
You know
is,
what I'm
bro.
saying? The mother died 2 times in a week, bro. It's like the shit that goes on over there, bro.
That's
It's
what I was
it's
telling the
retarded, bro.
guys. I met a girl that like spoke English at a fucking by the Colmado, and she's been to 7 countries. And to me, that was like a red flag. But the next day, she hits me up with, when I saw her in Taboo that same night, but I didn't even tell her to come over here and drink a beer because I already knew the kind of girl she was. Like from talking to her, I was like, nah, I'm good. And so I left her by herself. She was actually by herself, but I knew what she was doing. She's a bad one, thick as fuck, but she's in the corner waiting for a guy because the local men are starting to become simps, unfortunately, too. I've seen that as well. And so she's waiting for that one local guy that's going to
They've
invite her.
always been.
Well, I don't know.
They've
I just
always been.
started seeing it, so maybe yes. And so I don't know. Maybe some guy invited her to the VIP section, but I ended up leaving and shit. But the next day, she was like, "Oh, my mom's sick. I need $300." I was just like, I just like deleted her number. I didn't respond. I was like, "Fuck this, bro!" Like,
Really. And what's crazy, Ulysses, what's crazy is they're not like, hey, I need $20. You know what I'm saying? They're hitting you with like,
big
you know what I'm
numbers.
saying?
Yeah.
I knew you for a long time numbers, bro. And it's like, what? It's crazy. Bro, it got sick for me. I'm gonna tell you when it got sick for me. It got sick for me when my Uber driver, and you usually somebody that's new traveling over there, they'll meet a driver from the airport, and the driver from the airport, gives you a good price, whatever. You leave from Santo Domingo, you go to the city, nice price, everything's cool. He's like, yo, bro, you know how they do. Whatever you need, I got you. Just hit me up. So I kept using this dude. He was cool. We was laughing, joking, drinking, all that together.
Yeah.
This dude asked me, he was like, yo, bro, he's like, listen, man, I'm trying to pay this car off, man. If I could just pay this car off, bro, I'll be set, bro. Can you loan me $10,000? So, yo, I'm like, bro, 10,000. Yo, and what's funny is, Big J, right? Big J's
Yeah,
Escape
yeah,
from
yeah.
DR.
He left.
That's how he that's how he found my channel, because I had went into my Airbnb and went live and just was like venting, bro. And he found my channel and I was cussing everybody out. I was like, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of everything. It's nothing normal. Like once you get into, like if you're over there and you're just clapping cheeks and keeping it moving, you can enjoy yourself. But once you start to spend significant time, and that's the key, those women over there are fun to be with. They're fun to hang out with. They do almost anything you want to do, but it's the shit that comes with them that makes you aggravating. You understand what I'm saying? Like people stealing from you, or constantly asking you for money. You know what I'm saying? If you're using the apps, the other thing I seen, when you start using the apps, they'll match with you on the apps and be like, "Yo, send me some money for my phone so we can keep talking." Like before they even say hi, bro.
Yeah, I've had
I'm like,
yeah, yeah.
and then when you say no, they get rude with you and call you all types of names and shit. And I'm like, yo, bro, this ain't for me. I'm tired of it.
Oh,
I've been
bro.
to that country over 95 times, probably about 98 times, bro, just under 100.
Nah, bro.
So
I'm
I've
good.
been there a lot, bro.
I go every year, but I think this is like the final year. It's just like, man, bro, I'm telling you, all the fuck shit that I went through in 2 months. Like, I was telling the audience, like, one girl I knew for a year, like 4 days before my birthday, she's like, "Oh, my phone broke. I don't think I could go out with you. I'm using the Instagram." Actually, she's so funny. She hit me up today. Well, I hit her up today because I saw she made a post, and I was like, I haven't heard from you like in 2 months. Like, oh no, I changed my phone broke. Remember I told you, and I got a new number, and like, how you been? Are you still in the island? And I didn't even respond to her. I just left her on scene. I was like, I don't give a fuck to ever talk to you again, bro. Like, that was some disrespectful shit, bro. Like, and I was like, nah, I'm good, bro. Like,
Yeah, bro, they do that. They do that. You know how many times, bro? I could tell you, I could count. It would take me probably my hands and toes to count how many times a shorty said, "Oh, she left me on red," or she didn't respond to my message because she said her phone was broken, right? But you go on her Instagram or her Facebook, there's new statuses, bro, of her chilling on the block. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
they play those games so that you send the money. Oh, your phone is broke. You can't talk to me. Okay, so what we where can we get a new screen, or what kind of phone you have, or let's go find a new phone. They want you to simp and say that, bro.
And but the thing
They
is that they
want
don't
you.
even want a regular phone. They want like a brand new $1,000 cell phone.
Oh
They're
yeah,
not happy,
yeah, 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 yeah,
bro. It's
yeah, yeah.
like you offer them like a
They
$100 phone, they'll tell you the mama huevo and shit like.
Nah, yeah, yeah. Yo, bro, they definitely need that iPhone 16. But here's the funny thing, bro. When I was going over there, like Androids was popping, you know what I'm saying? The Galaxies, right? And the iPhones, obviously, right? So they like, yo, um, can you get me this phone? And I'm like, number one, let's be clear. That phone is like a Ferrari on a dirt road, bro. The service, the cell phone service over there is not giving you optimum service of that phone. So you're better off getting an 11 or a 12. You know what I'm saying? You don't got 5G over there. These phones are 5G. Y'all still running on 3 and 2G, bro. Let's be clear. And you want an iPhone 13, 14, 15, 16? You bugging. Get your shit together. These them chicks over there have mastered the game,
That's
right?
what I'm saying. That's why they look up to like what was it, Jilene? They look up to her as a hero because that's how every girl wants to be there now. They wanted Takashi to give him a car, to give him like money like that, like. And so I'm just like they. I mean, and they also like another thing that I noticed about them is like they're into the cheese man a lot. They like to listen to a folk and stuff like that a lot. Like every time an Uber driver would pick me up, like damn near almost everyone had like a like the program where they're talking about cheese man. I was like, damn, for the atmosphere has definitely changed, bro.
Oh yeah, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
I noticed. I started noticing it over the years. Like I got a lot of friends and family over there, like family through marriage and all that. My son is half Dominican, so he's actually on his way over there. So I got people that I grew up with that got deported, all that, man. So I got people over there I actually love, and if I go over there, I spend time with them and I trust them. It's no issue. They was born in the States. They know what it is. But when you start to see like I started to see like my brother-in-laws, like their kids will go over there and they'll go shopping before they go over there. They'll go to the mall, buy Gucci and all this other shit, right? To go stunt on some people wearing flip-flops in their barrio, bro. So people see that and that culture gets infectious, bro. It's like, yo, why are you buying all you just spent a G on clothes to go hang around on to ride motos and hang around in your neighborhood that has dirt roads, bro. It makes no sense. And so they will see that and they will think that that's life. You know what I'm saying? And so you have women telling you, "Yo, give me $100. I need $100. It's nothing to you." What? You wasn't in the gym shooting with me to make that $100. How is it nothing to you? You can't go into your bank account. You can't go to any ATM and pull out $100. Don't ask for me. I made shirts up called Hablame en pesos, bro. Don't talk to me in dollars ever because you can't pull it out. But they're so close to the United States, bro. They're so close because so many Dominicans live in the United States. They're so close to that culture that they've adopted that culture. So it's tainted. It's piss in the water. So y'all going over there, have a good time, but don't ever look for anything significant because it doesn't exist there for a gringo.
Listen, bro, I
They
was
tell you this.
talking to the OGs from the Colmado, the old guys like in their 60s, and everyone told me the same thing. I was like, "Do you think a foreigner can find love?" They all laugh like, "Fuck no."
Mm-mm,
But those days are long
mm-mm.
gone. Maybe when my mom was alive, like 50 years ago.
Yeah, it's gone. And OGs, the dudes who told you, like OGs told me, my brother-in-law, I love him to death. He loves me to death, right? One of my brothers, it's like five brothers and two and a sister. He told me, he was like, "Yo, bro, I see you with these girls, man." He said, "I don't want you to get twisted because I love you." He said, "These girls are not gonna be, I'm gonna say it in Spanish. He said, "Las mujeres aquí no pueden ser sinceras contigo. Tú tienes que saber eso de una vez, porque tú estás aquí buscando mujeres para casar o para conocer, no va a pasar." So basically, he was just saying they're not going to keep it real with you. You're not going to find they look at you instantly as a way to their ends to their means, and that's just what it is. That's culturally what it is. Now, that's not to say that there is not a group of females over there that are solid, but it's hard to find them, bro. It's almost impossible. It's mission impossible to
I mean,
find those women.
the ones that I bet that were solid in DR, they're the ones that kind of like they kind of like lived abroad for a while, and then they came back to Lions, so they kind of got like a different sense of culture.
Right.
Yeah, I just man, maybe like 1 out of 10 I meet that is like solid, not even that. Like all the girls that I was meeting in the 2 months were just like full of shit, bro. Like, I mean, I could tell you like one girl that my boy messed around with. The next week I saw with another guy in a Colmado, and then the following week I saw with a third guy. And this girl, when we went out with her, she had like 3 different cell phones. Oh, that's another thing, by the way. That's a red flag. If you see a girl that with 2 or 3 cell phones, bro, run.
Of course, that makes no sense. You're talking about somebody that don't got you're talking about somebody that don't got air conditioning in their house, but yet they got a phone. And it's weird, but peep this, bro. This is the shit that makes me mad. You're asking me for an iPhone 15, 16, right? But you don't got an air conditioning unit in your house, or you don't got an Embersol, which is the backup when the electricity goes in your house. But you want an iPhone. You want
Facts.
an iPhone though.
Facts. You know what, bro? I told that to a chick I known for a long time. I actually have her on my channel. I've done several interviews with her and DR and shit. When like I told her the other day, I was like, well, do you have AC in your house, your apartment? And she's like, no. And I said, well, instead of you going to Medellin and wasting all that money, you should have just got an AC unit and then gone to fucking Colombia and shit. Like, why would you not fix your fucking house first before taking the trip? And she got so pissed off at me. But it's the truth, though, dude. Like, why am I gonna spend $1,000 on a trip where it's so hot over there, bro? And the first thing I want to do is get AC and make my life a little bit better. And then I'll go to Colombia, like whatever, like when I got time. But they don't think like that. They don't think about tomorrow.
Nah.
They just think about today and shit. For like
That exactly. You're seeing remember when you told me you was going over there and I was like, yo, bro, for real? I was like, what are you doing? That's why, bro, you talking about like people, some of those people live in these houses, right? You washing your clothes by hand and hanging them up. Like if you're gonna ask a man, a gringo for something, I'm struggling, I'm working, my bed, the kid's father, he ain't worth shit. He ain't helping me. Yo, can if you're gonna help me, can you give me a wash machine? Can you put some groceries in the house? But you want an iPhone 13, bro, or you want Pat? Can you get me them Jordans? Like the shit that they ask for is like asinine, and it's just like backwards. And it's like if you're gonna ask me for $300, what's it for? You know what it's for? So I could go to the salon, so I could get my nails done. They say this shit, right? Man, you got me hype on this shit, right? They say this shit, right? I'll be like, listen, let's go out. Let's go get some food, right? Let's go to the club or bar. Okay, pero you know that I need to get my hair and nails done because I don't want to see you like that.
Oh, motherfucker, bro.
Bro, it's a fact,
you know
bro.
what? But at least one of the girls I say at least I said I messed around with her a little bit. I got something out of it. But the next week she was with that. She was telling me she needed. First she hit me with the Pampers, and I was like, nah, I'm good. And then she was like, a few days later, hit me like, no, I need to get the saloon and all that shit. I'm like, bro. Plus, I gotta pay for your babysitter. Like to me, it's like it's almost as expensive as going out with an American woman because you're gonna have to give her what 3,000 pesos for the saloon, right? The babysitter another 1,000 pesos. That's like what $80. That's and then dinner and drinks.
But
that's
Ulysses,
$70. That's 150.
I'm gonna do you one better though, Ulysses. Here's what they do. I'm paying for an Airbnb. Obviously, you staying over there. All right, boo. Bet we getting to know each other. Why can't I stay in your crib? Oh, you can't stay in my crib. Okay, why? Because I have a kid and all that. But you want me to pay that kid's babysitter. You want me to pay that kid's babysitter or buy some milk or some Pampers for that kid, and you don't want me in the crib staying there with you? Like, man, this money that I'm paying for the Airbnb, it could go to you. They don't think smart. Like, you calling me Poppy, you busting it open for me every type of way. I've done met your mother and your sisters, but I can't stay in your crib. It's like, What? It
A
don't
lot
make
of
sense
times
to
they
me.
have their local boyfriends hanging around and shit. So that's another reason too.
There you go, bro. There you go.
Let's keep it
If a
real, bro.
shorty never,
They have the fucking motor country. She's like, oh, this guy takes me to work, and like, bro. But then you're thinking about it, like the motor culture is like what for them it charges like 50 mil. Sorry, like 50 pesos, and that's like $1. But remember, they're only getting paid like 500 pesos a day or something like that, right? So that's a
yeah,
huge
they
portion
clapping cheeks.
on. So I'm
They,
thinking the girls are just smashing these guys for rides, like like they smash them one time a week for a free ride or a few free rides.
you ever heard them shorties be like, I'll be like, yo, I say, or I'll say sometimes, I'll send you an Uber. No, I got my driver. I got a driver for me. I got a friend. Yo tengo una chofer de confianza.
Yeah,
I got a driver.
those are
Yeah,
guys who smash
so
it, bro.
so what happens is when they driver gets there, the price is really crazy. The price is nowhere near a taxi or Uber price.
Yeah,
Oh, that's what he's charging me. So what happens is he takes some of the money, she gets some of the money. That's
yeah,
how
that
they
happens
play you.
a day too. Like, I was gonna tell you the one girl that hid inside the restroom for 20 minutes. So she came, and I was expecting it to be like maybe like 150 pesos, 150, and it came out to like 300, and I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, damn, I should
Yeah.
just call Uber myself. But I knew what was going on. I'm like, ah, fuck it, she's already here and shit. Dude. But after like an hour, we went to a club. It was her, me, and a friend from Europe. And this girl, like towards the end of the club, she wanted to go to another club, and I was like, "Nah, I'm good. We're gonna go to the Colmado or somewhere by there to go drink." And it's like, "I'll be back." She went inside the restroom. She stayed in there for like 20 minutes and never came out ever. And I left. I told my boys, like, "Bro, let's get the fuck out of here. This girl's doing it on purpose." So we just left, bro. And when we left, she never messaged me ever. Like I messaged her a few hours later. She's like, "Oh no, usted me dejó plantado." But she was playing that victim card, and I was like, "What do you mean? You didn't even message me when you walked out of the restroom to see where I was at?" Like, that's how you know that you just wanted to get a couple of free beers. But dude, like, man,
Yo, bro, it's an ugly scene. Like I see the guys in the chat, they hitting it, bro. Like it's an ugly scene. And like, man, there's so much that goes on over there. There's so much fuckery that goes on over there for a person that is spending like if you're a weekend warrior, you'll probably run into a couple of the things we're mentioning, but you won't sweat it. You're like, yo, she came over, she cooked for me, she cleaned for me, we're having a good time, she's drinking, we're busting it open, she's busting it open for me. Cool. You go home, forget it. But if you're spending weeks over there, bro, you're gonna run into all the game, all the bullshit.
yeah,
Let's
bro,
let's 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 start with this one. If we go to the core model, right? Now, when you're not in country, they'll show you pictures of them sitting in the chair. They always sitting down on their phone. That's all they do. They show the pictures they're sitting in the chair. Yeah, that's a fact, bro. That's a fact. Not trying to get a job or nothing. So they show you the pictures of them sitting in the chair with their homegirls drinking Presidentes. But when you come, all of a sudden they want Coronas. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, yo, I just like, are you serious? Now you got Corona taste while I'm here, but you've been drinking Presidentes all your life.
Oh,
Crazy, diabolical.
yeah, this is. I mean, bro, I saw so much shit for like when I was there for 2 months, and I told myself I don't understand how guys can live here for years and tolerate this shit. So after 6 weeks, I was ready to leave. I left and I went to Panama. I really didn't like Panama, but I don't know how Panama is because I was only there for like 1 week. But man, it was just like, I did not have a good time. I had a better time in Colombia and Brazil, but DR was just like even when I went out, I still didn't have fun. Like it was just like, even when I would meet a girl, there's always some sad story behind her life. Like one chick I met the first week I went there. Yeah, you know how it is. And the girl's like, yeah, I was married to a Dominican American, but I divorced them, so I kept this house. I'm like, cool. And then she's like, I need a cigarette. Can you give me a cigarette? I was like, nah, dude, I don't even fucking know you. And shit. And man, bro, I mean, dude, it's just like, I'm just trying to enjoy my hookah. Like, I got to the point where it was like, I was like a loner, bro. Like, I was like, what the fuck am I doing here for? Like, I have enough friends in many countries where I don't have to be by myself. And so I got my plane ticket after my birthday, and I was like, I'm out of here, bro. And so I can't stay more than 2 months. Fuck that place, bro. I was so happy when I got on the plane. I was out of there, bro.
Bro, so when I started going over there, I was so excited to get there. But now that I've been back, like stop going and go back once in a while, it's like you're happy to get on the plane. It's like, you know what I mean? Like I'm in Colombia right now. I'm about to leave tomorrow. Like I'm like, I'm dreading going back. You know what I'm saying? Because it's fun here. You know what I'm saying? But when I leave the yard, it's like, whoa, it's a breath of fresh air, bro. Like
Yeah,
I'm out of here, bro. I don't got to deal with this. You know what I'm saying? I got my burner number, so you know what I'm saying. I start blocking people when I get on the plane, so they won't hit me up asking me for money and asking me for shit,
that's
bro.
what I'm gonna do,
It's
man.
just
I'm
insane.
gonna get a backup phone, and I'm gonna have, that's what Taylor Made Dreams said one time in his life. It's like, bro, just get a fucking backup phone in DR and save the numbers there, and don't save it to your main phone. And then when you leave, just turn the fucking phone off. I'll see you when I see you. You feel
Yo, that's what it
me?
is.
Like, see you when I see you, bro. But yeah, it's just a bunch of bullshit. Even I met another girl too in the colmado, and she dished me 3 times, bro. 3 times by the whole plantado. And then the third time she did it on my birthday. She's like, yeah, we'll go out on your birthday. Like, never came through. Like, and I would see her every day, so I had to like kind of put up with her. I was like, I buy my food, and but it got to the point where we weren't even looking at each other because just looking at her. And you know what? Another thing too, they always tell you the women there will be like, no todas somos iguales, bro. When the girls that tell you that say we're not todas somos iguales, those are the worst ones from my experience. I can't talk for
That's
nobody
right.
else. Those are
That's
and
right.
one girl told me that. Actually, two girls told me that because I left a post on my WhatsApp talking shit about the island. And so two girls hit me up. She's like, tú tienes que saber cómo elegir. And I was like, what do you mean, bro? All the girls that I'm meeting are doing stupid shit. And then I told her
So
another girl,
let's translate for them. So no todos son iguales means not everyone's the same, right? So they
yes.
mean not all the girls are the same, right? There's another thing. That is not the worst thing that they say. You want to know what the worst thing that they say? The
What is
worst
it?
thing that they say is un hombre tiene que saber que una mujer necesita.
Mm.
That's what they say. That's the worst. A man needs to know that a woman needs. That's what they say.
Yeah,
And
they do
I,
that. And then they also say the fucking tienes que saber cómo elegir. Like, oh, fuck that. Come on, man. Like,
yeah, you know what I say in response to that? A man needs to know that a woman needs a job. Go get one. Get up out of here.
yo, man, dude. You know what? That one girl that responded to me that she was like, I get the chapio, I get the eso, and I was like, no, nobody took no money from me, but I was telling her how I felt, and I was like, you're part of that category too because we're supposed to go out. Tú me dejaste plantado, like obviously you never messaged me, but tú es igual, and she never responded too. By the way, like she just had the audacity to fucking say like, oh, you shouldn't have been saying this, and but like she's the same way. She like what the thing is that they always have the same cheat sheet, bro. Like all of them. Like they'll like dish you, and the next day they'll be like, "Oh, tenía un dolor de cabeza. I had a headache." I had like three of them do
Right.
that. When I was there. Three of them told me that, like,
It's a
"Oh, I had a
lie, bro.
headache." And I was like, "Man, bro," I'm like, "Damn, dude, like it doesn't take 1 minute to text a person and you can't make it." So
Nah, nah, nah. I think that's for me. I don't know your experience. My experience, the ghosting shit happens more in Colombia for me than DR. They'll write you, but they in DR, they'll write me and they'll be asking for stuff. Like I'll get that a lot more than I get ghosted. But I'm not on that type of time. And my name, I got a name in DR. My name is Tacaño. That's my name. They
oh
call
yeah,
me
I've
Tacaño.
been called that, bro. I've been called that by Colombian women too and shit by some girls that I know for a while. I had a girl that I used to go out with. She's like, "¿Sabes por qué paré de hablar contigo?" It's like, "Eres tacaño." But this girl fucking
Yeah, yeah.
guys started simping for her, bro. Like when I saw her last time, she had like a brand new iPhone like 14, and I'm just looking at her and I'm like, they took her to Panama, they took her to Punta Cana, like fucking real
Yeah,
hotel.
yeah,
And I'm
yeah.
just like, bro, I'm not gonna do that to her body, girl. I'm sorry, fool, but you're not my girlfriend, so I'm not gonna spend that kind of money on you. Fuck that shit, man. And me, I was just taking her to dive
Bro,
bars, bro, and spending $30. Like, I'm not gonna fucking spend $300 a night at a fucking real hotel, bro. Fuck that.
Bro, that's even a lot, bro. A cabana costs what? A cabana costs probably like 700 pesos, right? Or maybe less. Depends on where you go. They can be more. A couple beers, bro, and some pica pollo, some stuff that you can eat, bro. That's what they do. That's what the Dominicans do for them. But us, we gotta get them sushi. We gotta get them their hair done, the babysitter. We gotta sometimes, yo. They even ask for like, yo, I don't have no clothes. I go, yo, you go outside naked? Like, how do you not have no clothes?
Well, but that's why I blame the foreigners, bro, because they already like word got out that there's so many guys that are simping for them that they have the options now to tell like real dudes like me and you to fuck off because they're gonna have that one guy that's gonna be, oh, don't worry, I got you. Here's like 10,000 pesos. I hope this is enough or some shit, like whatever they're giving up. But
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they don't need us anymore. That's the unfortunate thing that they're just like, if we ignore them, it's cool for them because they got another 5 or 6 guys that are waiting to like give them all this money in hopes that they're gonna get married. Like, man, they lie so much. But like, they always tell you like, I'm looking for something serious. You know, los hombres aquí son muy malos, te pegan. But it's just like for you
Right.
to like believe that shit, bro. Like they'll say like the men that are bad, they cheat on us, but they still prefer their men. They like their men to do that because to them it's fun. Like that their men cheat on them makes them feel like some like how would you say like it's like they're worthy of something. And if you're like loyal, like you said earlier, you could buy them a car, a house. That didn't mean shit to them, dude.
Nothing to that, bro.
That motor
You could
culture
give them the
just
word. You
smashes
can.
her, beats her up. She values that guy more than you do, and you could have bought her a brand new
Oh,
house.
that's a fact.
So,
You could give her. You could give her. What Bill Gates' wife and Jeff Bezos' wife? What they get? You could give her that type of money, and it's still not enough for those women over there. Now, um, yo, it's a science, bro. What you're seeing now is that when I was going over there way back in the day, there was the lines in Caribe Express and there was the lines in Western Union. Now the lines are getting shorter because for some reason Western Union has a way that you can deposit it right into the
oh
account,
yeah, they
so
got
they
the
don't have to wait in lines no more. Yeah.
they got the PayPal and the Cash App. So now you don't. Yeah, there. When I was there, I went to the Sireta, the grocery store. Now the Western Union lines never really had any girls in it because they got the apps now and shit, dude.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So the lines is if you got, I usually like when I'm there, instead of going to transfer money or take it out of ATM, I'll send myself money through Western Union because it's cheap, right? So I send myself money and pull it out, and it's in pesos, right? And so the lines used to be crazy long. Now you can go over there and do that. The lines would be short because their Western Union poppies be sending them straight to their bank account and shit like that, which is it's awful, bro. It's awful.
Is yeah, but it's I saw a lot of girls too. Another thing I noticed, I saw a lot of young girls with vehicles there. When I would ever go to like I was by the Calle del Sol. I don't know you know where that's at by the monument. And so
Yep.
I would go over there by the park right there that's by next to Sierra, the grocery store, and I would go there every single day and talk to like the OGs there. And yeah, man, I would just see women like walk out of the store and they get in the cars and they're young, like 20, 21. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, somebody's paying for this car, and I bet you it's not a local, it's a fucking foreigner. It has to be. And shit,
They got bread. They got bread in Santiago, bro. They got bread. Like their families have bread. Like Santiago is used to be like a farming area, like you know what I'm saying, agriculture area. You know what I'm saying. They got bread. You know what I'm saying. And there's a lot of women that go to UTESA and study and become nurses and doctors. They got bread.
yeah,
They're
there's some
how they're
Santiago's,
taught by
yes.
the
You're
yeah
right, bro. You're right.
how they're taught, bro. How those girls are taught is if you get a man, save your money, spend his. That's what they're taught, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I got a lesson from this girl like a week ago. I known her too for like 2 years, and then she messaged me the other day like, pero sabes que ya no podemos tener sexo, you know, porque tú tienes que cuidar un hombre, tiene que cuidar un. She left me like a 3 minute voice note, like un hombre tiene que cuidar a la mujer, and I'm just like, and I wanted to tell her like, man, get a fucking job. I've known you for 2 years, and not once you haven't had a job. Like, how about you get a job, man? Like, the fuck, dude. It seems like they're allergic to working, bro. It's man, for like.
Yeah, yeah. Now that's I'm not gonna say all of them. There's some women that get
No,
it,
there's
bro.
some women that
There's some
hustle,
women
but
out there
the
that get
majority of
it,
them don't want to work, bro. That's for $100.
nah,
Yeah,
nah. It's a lazy culture, and the Dominicans will tell you that too. Dominican men will tell you that that's how they are because what I was told is they're used to the man bringing the money home, which is then comes in that machismo factor, right? The man comes, he works, he brings home the money, she stays home cooking and cleaning and doing all that stuff for the house. They're used to that lifestyle. That's how their mothers grew up. That's how they've seen their fathers do. So they come into the lifestyle like, yeah, I need a man like that. They want to, there's dudes that are in America right now, black, white, Asian, that got their Dominican chico over there, sitting at home doing nothing, absolutely nothing, on social media all day, nothing. Girls in the hair salon doing nothing, right? And they other girls see that lifestyle and they want that too. So when they get an opportunity with a gringo, you know what I'm saying, they try to finesse it. They're the biggest scammers that I've ever seen in the history of the world, bro.
I'm telling you, just
Never
the
seen it.
bullshit that I fucking see from them, dude. Like they don't have no shame now. Like leaving me a 3 minute
Nah.
audio about how I'm supposed to take care of a woman, and I'm like, bro, but how about you take care of yourself by getting a fucking job, bro? Like you're an older woman in your mid 30s, bro. Like there's no excuse for you not to be working. Like I just don't even say nothing to them, and I just like don't deal with them anymore. Like I left, I got a few numbers, but I'm kind of just like, man, dude. If anything, if I would also deal with a Dominican girl. At this point, I wouldn't go to the island. I would just fly them out to Medellin and smash them out for like a week. And when they leave, they leave. I don't message them no more. Get the fuck out of here. That's the only way I want to deal
Yeah.
with them. But I want to pick and go on a DR and hoping that I get a number. Like I'd rather not deal with that. I had a few Dominican girls that tell me they want to fly out, and I'm like, there's one that's bad, and I might do it. But to me, I'm just like, if I do it just for 1 week, se va, and if she leaves, bro, and I don't have to see her again, that's a plus for me, bro. So
I mean, if you want to take that route, I mean, do it. It'll probably work better than you know what I'm saying, sending the Uber for it because they just know how to beg, bro. They're gonna beg. You know what I'm saying? You definitely have to block her after that because she's gonna continue begging. You know what I'm saying? And they would remember when you remember this, right? Remember when the girls on Instagram used to show their vacations, them on trips, but never show who's with them.
I got some stories, bro, but I'll let you finish, bro.
That started in DR, bro. They'll be in the resorts. They can't afford the resorts, man. A girl not working, how she can afford the resorts? But she got pictures on her Instagram, on her Facebook of her in the resorts, on private beaches and all this stuff, on boats. You can't afford that. You ain't working
Dude, I'm gonna
because there's
tell you,
somebody there funding that.
I know a Colombian girl. I known her for a few years, and she messaged me last month about the hospital that she needed money for her kid and all this shit. And she called me like crying. I've known you for 3 years, and I never asked you for nothing. And maybe she was legitimate. She's never asked me for nothing in 3 years, right? Whatever. And she did sound like she was like in panic mode, like crying and shit. But I didn't give her nothing. I was like, nah, I'm good. And then like a month later, I shit you not, she's in the beach on top of a fucking, what do they call it? The jet skis? And I'm thinking to myself, you la gran puta. I was like,
Yeah.
man, dude, like that's a bad look, bro. For you to ask somebody money and then a month later, not 2 or 3 months later, but a month later on a fucking jet ski, bro.
Yeah, bro. You must be talking. She must be the girl you're talking about must be from Medellin. So
Yeah,
when I
she's
first got to Medellin, bro,
Medellin.
yeah, I knew it. So when I first got to Medellin, I was giving them the benefit of the doubt because they were number one nicer. When you tell them no, they didn't react, like call you all types of names and block you. They didn't lead off with asking for money. But what I noticed about the Medellin girls is they're not too much different than the Dominican girls. They're just nicer. They do things
Yeah,
a little bit nicer.
they have
You know
more
what I'm
class,
saying?
bro. They're not gonna hide inside the restroom for
Right.
30 minutes for you to. Oh my god, I can't believe she did that. Think about this. Who hides
Bro,
inside the fucking restroom for 20 minutes, bro? Like for real, dude. Like no says my
you're
boy.
good, bro. I would have cussed her out, bro. Yo, check in effect. I tell this story on my channel. Bro, all this stuff that I'm talking about, I've already said this between 2019 and now. Check in effect had to tell me to go home because I was so pissed off with the begging from the dudes, the overpricing, remember they had a little stretch where they was making fake liquor, like you look around you and there's nothing but scams, bro. You know what I'm saying? The one of the biggest things that pissed me off was the Uber drivers. They'll tell you, "Oh, I can't take you, bro. It's not enough money. That Uber's not paying me enough." Well, don't drive Uber, bro. Like, yo, it just got to a point where I was ready to fight anybody, bro. I was, ready to fight anybody. I got people. Look, I'm not even gonna talk about that, but I got people like when things go bad for me, there I could call somebody and they make sure I'm good. And I'm like, yo, I gotta get out of here because I'm gonna do something bad over here. Check was like, bro, you need to go home. You need to go home and then come back because like you're just screaming at everybody. Like I was losing it, like cussing them out. I'm talking about all time. Any bad word you can think of, I was saying to their face. And they hated me over there, bro. But I was giving them the business. And they won't respect you. Like, if you trying to play a game on me, bro, I'm gonna cuss you out, bro. At this point, and I learned it from DR. Like, stop playing with me, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
don't play with me
it's
about
bad.
some
Like,
money. Like,
it's like that's how I was feeling too. Like to the last, like my last 3 weeks there, it got to the point where I was losing my self control. Like I was talking to what's his name? He's also a YouTuber. Fucking at Paisa. And shout out to the Paisa and shit, man.
yeah,
Like I was talking to him on the phone, and then some guy comes up to me, "Hey, mira, no te voy a pedir por dinero. Like I'm not gonna ask you for money. Can you give me something to eat?" This motherfucker and shit has a fucking big ass Heineken, the expensive kind, and he's like this, and I'm like, you don't even have a Presidente or even you have a Heineken and shit with a big ass one, and I'm looking at him like this, and I'm like, hey, I'm on the phone and shit, estoy en el teléfono and shit, like, no, pero I got deported, and I'm like, dude. And I just looked at him and said, hey, and I snapped my finger at him and was like, bro, like I was about to punch this fucking dude in the face. That's the closest I've ever come to like physically touching somebody in 8 years of traveling, dude. I was just like, he was just like, just in my face. And I'm just like, bro, like, man, bro. And with a
Salute,
fucking
bro.
packed here too, man. Like,
salute to the panel,
Salute,
salute
salute.
Ulysses, salute. Hey man, DR. A lot of guys don't understand. It's like DR is good for short term, or if you want to have fun and all that. For long term, it's gonna be a bad investment. And you see it with TaylorMade. Remember when TaylorMade first coming out back in 2018, he was telling passport bros, come to DR. DR is paradise. This, that. But then there was a lot of stuff that happened to him. Because at the end of the day, Dominicans are nationalists, right? They put their first. They
That's a
put
fact.
people first. They put their people first. And you hurt one of them, they're gonna come after you. You betray one of them, they're all gonna come after you. So the thing is, he got ripped off of many different home deals. He got robbed in his in his own home, and even to investigate, the investigators asked him for money. They said, "Hey, we're not gonna pick this case up unless you give us some kind of money." And you, so just examples like that, and that's what pushed TaylorMade out of DR, and now he's in Thailand, and he's complaining about Thailand, bro.
Well, hold
He's
on,
complaining.
bro. I'll do
He's
you.
complaining.
I'll do
He's
you one
complaining.
better. I'll do you one better, right? I'm gonna do you one better. The first time I seen a police officer selling box was in DR, bro. A police officer.
I know what you're talking about.
You
I
hear
know
me,
because I saw. Yeah, yeah.
bro?
Let me
I'm
tell you
like,
this. Let me tell you this. When I first got to DR, my taxi driver was like, "Hey, do you want to bang my cousin,
oh
my
yeah,
female cousin?"
yeah, 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 yeah.
And I'm like,
Oh yeah.
holy, that the country is like P for
Oh,
P.
I
They
had a
know,
girl
they
tell me I could
they
bang her
they
mom.
know, they know. Look, they know what we're there for. So automatically, as a foreigner, one of the first things they're gonna ask you is like, "Hey, chica, 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 bro." Even my security guard, because look, I was out there for 2 weeks, right? The first week, I was just chilling. I wasn't hooking out. I was just doing the touristy stuff, right? I was in San Domingo, right, bro? The security guard was like, "You've been here for a week. Where's the chicas at?" This is a security guard. He has expectations of me bringing chicas. So that goes to show you that they think we're always messing with the pros, with the mangoes, whatever, with the chicas, just because we're tourists. So it's
Yeah, they
like
know that. They know
they
that.
automatic they
Everybody knows that.
automatically they
That's not a secret.
and another thing is one of the first things one things you got to watch out for in these countries overall. No matter if you're in Peru, Brazil, and all that, watch out for the guy that says, "Hey, do you want weed?" Watch out for that guy. Don't ever buy any weed.
Yeah, I don't
I
smoke.
don't. I mean, I don't. No. I don't judge guys who smoke. There's no anything moral against it. It's just that
Nah, not at
if you
all.
want to do it, have your chica, bring it to you instead of getting directly from that dude, because that dude can always set you up. So that's another game.
Nah,
It,
bro.
it,
I would never do that. I would never send a chica. Here's why. Because whatever money that she's gonna come back with the price, bro, she's pocketing some of that bread, bro. So that's DR. I
yeah,
mean, you can
yeah,
send in other countries. Like I would feel comfortable doing that in Ecuador or Colombia, even still. But DR, bro, the price is gonna be crazy. and you're gonna
Yeah.
and some of that money went to her. I
See,
got a
see us,
friend. Or
see us three of
go
us in the
ahead. I'm
panel.
sorry.
See us three of us in the panel. We're people of color, right? So we're not gonna get as ripped up as the white Europeans. The white Europeans, they automatically they're associated with wealth, right? So automatically they're more likely to get ripped off because they're like European white, so they're gonna get more ripped off due to that reason. One of the things, like three of us, we can go to Brazil, we can go to Colombia. We're more likely to fit in. Ulysses pass. He can go to Medellin. He can pass as a paisa, right, without them hearing his accent. But once they hear his Spanish accent, his Mexican Spanish accent, or they're gonna be like, "Oh, this guy's not one of us," and they're gonna automatically gonna charge us. Same for you and I, Mr. D, or Mr. B. We might pass as an
Yeah.
Afro-Colombian. We might pass as Afro-Colombian, but once we speak, they're gonna automatically assume, oh, okay, we foreigners. They're gonna, charge us. So that's the thing.
Well,
It's like,
I learned my Spanish from the Dominicans, right? So when I speak Spanish, it sounds Dominican, bro. So I'll be over
that
there
that
like so they'll say for instance like yo bro, we're gonna get some beers. How much is it? I'll be like, yo, ¿cuánto es? Dime, papi, dime cuánto es. Dime qué es lo que yo quiero saber cuánto es porque yo no quiero pagar mucho allí. Entonces when they hear that, they'll be like, oh, I'll be like, yo, I'm from Bani, bro. I'm from Bani. So it kind of helps a little bit. But if you're
yeah,
over there speaking English, forget it. They
bro.
getting you.
Bro, let me tell you this. That not only you gotta speak the language, but you also gotta perfect that accent, man. Because like I said,
Yes, sir.
Medellin got their own accent. Medellin got their own thing. Cali got their own accent. And
Yep.
one of the things like I was in Panama, and salute to you, Ulysses. I heard you got back from Panama. I'm gonna piggyback to you on that trip. But I was in Panama. I was in this club, right? It was nothing but full of Colombian chicks, right? And all the Colombian chicks, they were divided, right? Chicks from Cali, Colombia, they were all hanging out with themselves. Chicks from Bogota, they had their own clique. Chicks from Medellin, they had their own clique. So it's like, so the Pisces, they were hanging out with other Pisces. So that what I'm trying to say is like these, like Colombians are also nationalists, and if you even go back to like the people of Paisa, they're also tribalists within the country. They're tribalists. So it's like a people. So somebody from Medellin might not. They don't rock with people from Bogota. So they're like tribalists. And what's his name? Rob
Or
always
Cali.
says this, or Cali. Rob always says this on the panel. And this is a guy that been living over there for 10 years, and he been going in 10 years. He noticed that they're very, very tribalist, you know. See, the thing
Yeah,
is, like
bro.
a lot of guys won't figure this out because most guys who's going to Medellin or Colombia or DR, they're only there for 4 days. They want to have fun and out for a weekend. They're out. The thing is, when you're there for long periods of time, you start picking up on the little things. You start noticing things. You be like, oh,
Yes.
yeah, and I believe that's what happened to Taylor Made. Once that honeymoon phase wore off, he started noticing things. He started noticing how he got
Nah,
ripped off.
nah, that's not what happened. What happened because TaylorMade was 10 toes down on DR for a long time, right? So what happened was the people that come into your circle, the people that you trust in your circle, he knew that the fuckery was going on over there. He knew that. But he probably had people that was close to him, like maybe his baby's moms and the people that he dealt with on a daily basis. Like people here, you need help, I got you. Just don't, people that he had in a circle. Those people started showing their true colors because they will play the long game. Majority of the Dominicans in Dominican Republic will play a short game. It's short. I need this money today. But there's some that will play a really very long game, right? And then you find out that they're cheating you months later. Like my guy, one of my guys, he's like, yo, I had an apartment. And I'm like, yo, why is my internet so high, bro? Come to find out, the electricity and the internet was being used by the other apartments and nobody, you know what I'm saying? Nobody said nothing. It's games like that. the person who rented him the crib knew that, and that was supposed to be his friend, his sister, his Dominican sister. But she knew that because that was her family downstairs that was using his internet and his electricity. You know what I'm saying? So he's paying for 3 apartments and had no idea for a long time. Then he found out, and it was like, what? It's the shit that some people will play that long game with you over there, bro. But you gotta either have this mindset to go over there, have a good time and get up out of there, or you gotta be prepared to be an asshole to everybody. And what you said when you came in, I got a homie. His homie started dealing with this girl. He's 100% pay for play. The girl introduced him to her cousin. He bust her down. The cousin introduced her to the first girl's mom. He bust her down. Then she introduced her to the sister, which is the mother of the cousin. He bust her down. Like they just took the money. This is what he told me, and he's not a liar like that. You know what I'm saying? When I first met him, I met him because we were leaving Santiago together on a Spirit flight, and I did a video on I'll never fly Spirit again, and I never have. So he was telling me, yo, that's my driver, bro. I smashed all his cousins. He keeps sending me them. I keep smashing them. He said, I'm gonna tell you this. I thought he was lying. He said, I even smashed his mom's. And I said, what? He said, yeah, bro. Everybody over there needs some money, bro. So I give them a couple dollars and they let me do what I do. You know what I'm saying? Now, on the flip side, this is why Miko Worldwide is still over there, because Miko Worldwide can give them low boys money to take some defense and live good.
Wait, pause. Wait, Miko Worldwide is back to traveling to DR?
Bro, he's not traveling. He's been there for like a year now, bro.
Oh, he's still over there right now?
Yeah, with a boy. He got a boyfriend now. He got a boyfriend. The boyfriend's 19.
What? Nah, come on, bro. You boyfriend, or he just a host, a tour guide?
Bro, I put that. That's his boyfriend, bro. I got videos and everything of this dude in the birthday party. His boyfriend threw him a birthday party. I got videos of all that, bro. I got people in them streets, bro. I got all of that. Miko got a whole boyfriend over there. Miko is fully out the closet now over there, bro.
But he's out.
He's loving it.
He's out the closet and he's showing it. Like he's
showing
it.
Nah. He's not showing it on video. But I know people that know him that got his statuses or was in the party doing the videos and
yeah. Are we just like speculating or he's really out there?
I'm 100%. I'm 100%. I'm 100% on that, bro. I'm 100% on that. The people I know are very close to me, bro, and they are of that lifestyle. Feel me? And they give me the info. Oh, you know this dude? I said, he was like, yo, you do YouTube? I was like, yeah, I do YouTube. He's like, yo, my boy do YouTube too. Who's your boy? Miko. I was like, oh man, yo, let me tell you about that dude. And he's like, oh, I didn't even know all of that. Well, yeah, and then you get the math. You get like, yo, Miko got a whole bunch of. He's been paying them kids to do what he do with them, bro. That's what I can't say kids because I don't know, but I know the one he's dealing with now is 19 years old. But the point is, bro, everything is for money over there. There's a term over there called bugaron, right? You ever heard that term? Bugaron?
No.
You guys. So bugaron is essentially a dude that will take pause for some bread, but he's not of the alternative lifestyle. That's what he says.
Ooh, I mean,
oh man.
So that's why. That's why.
So he a rainbow sex tourist.
Who, Miko?
Yeah.
Nah. He's just. I mean, I guess you could say that he's doing what he's doing. He's in his happy place, bro. Because you take a kid out of a 10 roof area with no running water, electricity is only on 2 hours a day. You know what I'm saying? And he don't got no bread, bro. He wants some Jordans, some fake Jordans, bro. And you handing them some money to clap some cheeks, pause. He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it.
But he got. I can believe it because that case he got caught up in Atlanta. That was,
bro. I'm telling you. I'm telling you this right now, son. I'm telling you this right now. If I'm lying, my whole family died tonight, bro. That's how 100% I am. And after this, I'll show you Lissy the video. That's a fact. I'm talking about. I'm hearing shit like these dudes. These dudes is all the security from Mixer and all them clubs. They clapping them dudes down, bro. It is terrible, bro, over there because them dudes is getting bread, extra bread.
Yeah, man. I did have a girl one time tell me, "Yeah, you could sleep with my mom." I'm just like, "What the fuck?" Like, they don't give a shit, bro. Like, as long as
Bro,
you
it's
got
ugly.
money, bro, they don't care. They just look the other way. They don't. I mean,
Ulysses is the Middle East on your plate, like North Africa and all that.
oh, bro, I don't know. There's a lot of shit going on in the Middle East right now that I have to put it on hold. I'm actually looking at Asia maybe next year because right now it's really fucked up right now.
Yo, I for the first time, bro, I actually bumped into these Israeli chicks when I was traveling out to Belize. So I just got back from Belize, and also I ended up hitting Nicaragua. So when I was in Nicaragua, bro, I bumped into these two Israeli sisters, bro. One of the most beautiful looking women I ever saw,
Yeah, they
bro.
are, bro.
I
They
I
are,
was
bro.
like, holy fuck, tan skin, blue, green eyes, and it's like that pitch black hair, and it's like Mediterranean look, bro. They were like dimes. I'm like, dang, and they're not twins, but they were sisters.
Yeah, but they're hard
So
to crack though, fool. So that's why I don't. I was there. I went to Israel for 2 weeks, and they're like hard to crack. Even the men would tell you like you're wasting your time. Like,
I shot my shot, and I got turned down, man.
bro, I
One,
saw
Yeah,
two.
you're better off.
one of them was cock blocking. So one of them was filling me. The other one was cock blocking me, and I was like, I kind of got the vibe, you know. So I was like, dang. But
You're
yeah, but
better off trying to crack something in the village. You're better off trying to crack something in the New York village, bro, than something over there. I just met some. I was in Cartagena, bro. Leaving Santa Marta to come to Cartagena, bro. And I just met one, and I was gonna link up with her, but you know what I'm saying, the pro Palestine in me was like, nah, I'm not gonna do it. And then she said something to me that was crazy that I didn't even realize. She was like, yo, I'm just not feeling good today, but we can hang out another day. And I go, why? What's up? She was like, today's October 7th. And I'm like, get out of here. Get out of here
yeah,
with that.
I saw two Israeli girls the day I was leaving Panama. They're so fucking hot. But I didn't talk to them, but I was just looking at them. Well, I asked them where they're from. They're like from Israel. It's like I knew it. They're so fucking beautiful, bro. But they're kind of like I agree with this. Some of them are fucking stuck up, and then some of them are not. It depends. But even if you're cool with them and shit, fool, you ain't gonna get nothing because like Tel Aviv is a great ass fucking city. It reminds you of Rio in a sense, but it's expensive and you're not gonna get no fucking action, bro. Like I mean, Israeli women are
Nah,
known for not giving it
nah,
up, bro. So it's just a waste of time, bro. So
nah, bro.
I mean they're very
Nah, they
very
waiting for
arrogant because like they know they're
they
pretty.
you gotta
Those
have
Israeli
you
chicks
gotta
they
have a
know they're
yarmulke,
pretty.
bro.
Yeah, they know they're pretty, so it's like, and they just used to their man like spoiling them, and it's like they kind of reach the highest of the highest level in terms of satisfaction. So it's like you as a regular guy is like it's not gonna please her, you know. So that's
Nah,
why
they
it's
ain't gonna
like
mess with you
that's why
religious wise,
that
bro.
yeah no
They
no
not
that's why
they
it's
not
like
gonna mess with you
no
for
some
religion.
no some of them are freaky. They will, but it's just that they're just more, how would I say it? They're just more arrogant. They know they're pretty, but it's like they're just more arrogant about how they feel. Which is why a good alternative to Israeli girls for me would be Iranian girls. It's just that it's so
Persians.
hard. Persian, it's so hard to get over there because as an American citizen, if you want to go to Iran, you got to actually have a tour guide with you at all times. Uh, you know,
Yeah, but you could get around that though. You could get around that. You go to Turkey, stay in
yeah,
Turkey for a little bit, from what I hear,
yeah.
and then you can slide up over there.
Slide
But
up
I
over
mean,
there. Yeah, I'm
Persian
gonna.
girls are not. They don't like. From what I hear, they don't really. They're like Indian women, bro. They don't really deal with other dudes outside of they. You know what I'm saying? Their culture, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I'm actually. There's this Ghanaian dude who actually met his Persian chick in I believe Iran, and I'm a subscriber of theirs. He actually met her in Iran, and he actually moved her from Iran to Ghana. So it's possible, man. It's just like I said. It's like
It's
for me,
hard.
it's like all you need is one. All you need is one. It's like if there's like millions and millions of them, just one will do for me. So, um, but yeah, Israeli girls are very on the arrogant side. I also heard Lebanese girls are also on the arrogant side because they
Oh,
also they
don't tell
also
me about that. I wanted to go to Lebanon maybe after the war's over, but don't tell me. I hear like fucking Beirut's the shit.
bro
I hear it's like the Medellin of the Middle East, bro. So I was like, I was excited, but Lebanon right now is going to shit. Their whole country is getting
that
destroyed
whole
right now.
area right now with the exception of the Gulf countries like Qatar and Saudi Arabia, Dubai, and those countries. The other ones like are just right now in a constant war, man. So you can't be feeling safe, over there.
That's why I put that on the back burner. For was like, nah, I'm good, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
There's that
But
YouTuber that went. I forget his name.
Sly's life, Sly's life.
Yeah, Slide Life was there. I think this year, right? Yeah, he was there for like about.
Yeah.
But he said it was expensive,
Yo,
bro.
y'all trying to go over there and get some refugee cheeks, bro? I hear that.
That's a good one.
Better than fucking paying the bitch 3,000 pesos for a fucking the saloon and shit, and an iPhone 15. That bullshit.
See, a lot of us are just burned out from South America, Latin America. We just want to try something,
Try something new,
different. Yeah, something new and different. And that's why it's like Ulysses. I'm looking forward to you going there and scope it out and just give us some content so we can, see what it's like over there. But unfortunately, there's a war going on over there right now, so you can't even do much.
Hell no, I'm not gonna go to fucking Tel Aviv. I don't want. Bro, Tel Aviv is expensive as shit. I'm gonna pay a lot of money to go to Israel.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm fucking pro-Palestinian, so I've had my arguments with some of the Israelis so far this year that I met in Brazil. Arrogant motherfuckers that they are.
Oh, there.
I don't think I could go to Israel, bro, because I know eventually I'm gonna just say some real shit and they probably end up locking me up over there and shit. Like he's fucking.
I had an argument with
Yeah, that's not a war, bro.
Yeah, you can't talk to Israeli about Israel, bro. It's like they're very nationalist to the core. It's like right or wrong, they still gonna defend that country, bro. Because that country was founded.
Who told you can't, bro? Nah, as long as our tax dollars is going over there to fund them, bro, I could talk about it. That's my money, bro. I could say whatever I want.
No. I'm just no. I'm just saying in front of them. I'm just saying they will defend it. Them. I'm just talking to the everyday average Israeli. So it's like they're really gonna defend the country. Like I'm talking about, like if you talk shit about the country, you say pro Palestine, F Israel and all that. They really about that. They're gonna defend it, man. They don't care. So, but I see what you're saying. You have your freedom to talk shit about in the country you want, but it's just that like in front of Israel, don't go to Israel and just start talking shit. Saying, "Oh, Israel, this is."
I wouldn't go.
Because they're gonna smack the fuck out of you, bro. You're gonna regret it.
Nah, we'll be beefing. I'll tell you that. They're gonna have to shoot me. I'll tell you that. But I wouldn't go over there just because of that. You know what I'm saying?
It's just messed up what is happening to the Palestinians because like I root for the underdog, right? And it's like you see what is happening to them right now. Their land is getting stolen from them, and the nearest like Arab countries, they don't want to even take them in. Like look at the Gulf countries, Ulysses. They don't want to even take the Palestinians. Egypt don't want to take them in.
I seen a video of a kid getting shot.
It's crazy, man.
I seen a video of a kid getting shot in the face.
That's why it's like I don't watch the news for that reason because I hate that shit will make my blood boil. It's like I'm like I don't even watch that shit anymore because like I'll be like.
Did you see the video? Like I was like 2 weeks ago. They put like a wounded Palestinian on top of the hot fucking hood of a truck. They drove him to like fucking I don't know where, and it's like, dude, like. And then they had the video of them raping some fucking Palestinians in the fucking prisons, sticking shit up their ass, and like some of the guys. They actually arrested the fucking guys, the prison guards, and people actually went to the prison to go break them out. The prison guards like, no, they don't deserve to be in jail. Like, what the fuck? The mindset is really fucked up over there. It really
bro.
is.
Those Ulysses, those guys have been in jail with no cases, no trial, no nothing. No, they just sitting there. Number one. Number two, there's videos. They just kicked out Al Jazeera, so they can't report. They haven't let any news people in Gaza to report on what's really happening. There's videos, old videos, even before October 7th happened, of kids by the border getting shot in the face. I seen a kid getting shot in the face. Shot in the face. A kid, a teenage kid. They,
It's
for
so. I
years
mean,
you hear
you can't
stories
trust
about
anything
that.
they say. Like I was watching this thing yesterday. Actually, one of the girls that was kidnapped. The first video she made, she was saying good things about Hamas. Like they treated me with respect and dignity. I would play arm wrestling, and then I saw another. They made a documentary like a month ago, and I recognized the girl, and I'm like, well, wait, weren't you like 8 months ago saying that they're good people? And I was looking at the comments, and people were saying that she contradicts herself because she has a video where she's saying that they were really nice to her, and now she's saying that they raped me and all this shit. I'm like, what the fuck? That she changed her
I could
mindset.
believe that, bro.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I don't believe anything those people say anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, we probably should not talk about that on YouTube, bro. We should probably change the subject. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? If
I'm gonna
you want
get
to keep your
fucking shadow
channel.
banned and
Yeah, we
shit,
gotta.
bro.
Yeah, we gotta change the subject, man. Quick question for you guys, man. Like, you guys have any new countries y'all want to visit this year or 2025? Anything new?
I want to do some Asian countries. Finally make it to Asia.
Yeah, same here. I'm thinking
Yeah,
about. I wanted to do Middle East, but that's like a big no go. Right now, it's hot. So
yeah.
I just,
Asia is dope. So I was out in Japan. It was cool. It was different, man. It was different. Like it was like I was said, like it was unique. It's like one of the countries like I never. It was like way different from Latin America, way different from U.S. Obviously, it's modern and all that, but just seeing like Japanese signs everywhere and how homogeneous the population is, like you see a lot of it's an interesting country, man. A lot of things to do. Tokyo has a 40 million people, so it's like a lot of stuff.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking about Asia. I really wanted to
Um,
do Middle East, but that place is fucked right now. I don't recommend
You,
going over
you,
there.
you guys plan to hit you guys plan to hit Thailand or some other
If
Asian
I go
country?
to Philippines, I think
I,
first, and then maybe Indonesia, and then Thailand will probably be like the last one. Maybe Vietnam. I don't know.
I heard Philippines is like is
yeah.
great for is great for a relationship if you're trying to find a wifey and all that. That's a good place, but it's like
I
you
hear
need
that
more
the
time.
women over there become very attached though. Fool. Like even if you're just looking for like
Yeah,
that,
I
like
heard
they
that
start
too.
throwing up your shit. Like how come you don't post my picture on your
yeah,
IG type of shit?
yeah.
And I saw a post
Yo,
like
I don't mind that. She just got to be bad though.
yeah,
She
yeah,
got to
she's
be
down with
bad
the
though.
like I be posting pictures of girls on my WhatsApp, and Dominican women get so mad. I'm like, why are you getting mad? You have about 50 dudes on your WhatsApp. I ain't the only one. I don't give a. I love making Dominican women mad. I don't give a fuck because they be like on that fuck shit where they're just like, oh, tú estás hablando con otros. I'm like, bro, but so are you. If you meet the girl on Tinder, she's talking to at least 50 to 100 guys. Like this one girl I know for a few years showed me her WhatsApp. And she was like, look at all the tigres that messaged me. Bro, it was so many fucking unseen messages, like messages like she didn't even answer. It was like 30 or 40. I was like, God damn, dude. I was like, so I know for a fact every girl you meet there has a fucking NFL roster on their WhatsApp, dude. But they could be getting mad when you post pictures of or videos of other girls. They start talking shit. I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
Yo,
Hmm.
I heard that they're pretty loyal over there. From what I heard, I don't know.
Yeah,
I
but
haven't
they
been over
they
there.
they become very attached to you. So that's the thing is like, and they get very very jealous, especially when you start looking at other chicks when you're with her. So um, so it's a nice place. Like if you got the time, and if you're looking for a relationship, that's a nice place. But if you just want to go to Asia, just have fun, short term, I would just say Thailand is like the best for that, man.
Hmm.
Yeah, bro. I keep hearing other things too about the Asian countries, right? Um, I heard that a lot of black brothers don't get no love. Like some of those ladies be like, "Nah, I'm not doing that with you."
Now in
They
Thailand,
say that so.
Thailand, they don't discriminate. They get everybody. I mean, look at the footage
No,
is online.
it's not because of the color though. It's not because of the color. They say that the Soul Brothers too boku, and so we can't. You know what I mean? They won't let us crack because they say it's, you know. This is what I heard, bro. This
Hey,
is
you
what
know
I
what?
heard.
The Vietnam is like the Medellin of the fucking Asia world. Like the best looking women in Asia are in Vietnam, but they're very like traditional.
I would say the best looking Asian women. To be honest with you, I actually would say two countries: Vietnam and also Japan.
Japan.
Japan joints are bad.
Yeah,
There's some beautiful joints in Japan,
chicks,
bro.
man. Yo, Ulysses, man, like y'all gonna be surprised if y'all go there how feminine the women are. It's crazy how the country is like modern, and it's like the women still know their role, like in the country. It's weird. Like it's a first world country. You expect a first world country to like the women to behave. Oh, I'm independent. Oh, I do this. I'm an alpha woman. I got my corporate. They're not like that over there. Even the corporate women over there, they just more feminine. You know.
Did y'all see? First of all, salute to the panel. Did y'all see? Timmy Carter. He went to El Salvador, and he went to the maximum security prison and interviewed like one of the prisoners.
Nah, I saw his other video he did like a few days ago. He did an interview with Barbecue in Haiti.
Yeah, that was wild, bro. I was like, yo.
I wonder how he got that interview, bro. That's pretty good. I met him. I used to like. I met him in Medellin 2 years ago. He's a nice guy, bro.
I'm sure you paid him, but that's good content, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's lucky Barbecue didn't barbecue his ass because he must
there
have
was
him
another
some stats.
YouTuber that got kidnapped in Haiti, wasn't there? Yeah,
I don't know if that was real.
I think it's Arab. I think they call him Arab.
It was like a very popular YouTuber got kidnapped in Haiti and then they released him. Yeah,
I think his name is Arab, whatever his name. I think that's how you pronounce it. But who's that YouTuber that crossed over the Colombian Panama border?
Yeah, that was Timmy Carter, bro, and the other guy.
Damn, Timmy Carter's going hard, man.
Walden bankrupt.
Oof. That was.
Man, that's crazy. He did that shit, bro. I would never do that. Fuck that.
Yeah. Fuck.
But these guys do some crazy shit for likes, though, because you really think about it, like crossing the Darien Gap, and then having an interview with Barbecue, knowing that at any moment he could kidnap your fucking white ass. Fuck that, bro.
Yeah, I mean that's just like that. You see, that's content, man. That's how you get views.
Yeah, that's true.
That's content, fellas. That's content, but he was also getting them Venezuelan cheeks over there too. Let's be clear. He was over there. He was in the Darien Gap getting Ven cheeks.
The thing is, like a lot of this big time YouTubers, they all get it in, but they don't want to be seen as guys that's just going for that kind of activity. So it's like they want to keep the image. So like for example, Kirk has like people all around the world knows him about this guy who takes risks, travel to these places and all that. But let me tell you this: his favorite country is Medellin for a reason. He loves getting in. He loves getting in over there. You know, they still do it out there. It's just that they're not gonna put it out there. Like these guys, they're not gonna put it out there because they know they got image thing to do. You know,
when Timmy Carter called him out. He did a video. Remember, he said that he was messing with pros and doing drugs, and he was like, "Yeah, when I was with him, Curse was doing that shit." So, I mean,
it's crazy
bro. I meant when they was crossing the gap.
Like Kirk Has looks like he like on his videos, like how hype he is. It looks like he's on drugs or something, man. It's like it's just like when you watch the videos. Like for example, I was watching that Brazil video when he was in favela, and it was a gang shootout between the gangs and the police, and he was caught up in the middle of it, and he was just the alert and all of that. How hype he was! It was just crazy, man. But he's still messing with that Venezuelan girl. He took her to he flew her out to Dubai. What you guys think about that?
Simping. Simping. That's all it is, bro. I see a lot of girls that are from Colombia going to Dubai now. Personal girls that I've known myself, like two girls that are waitresses that used to work at this dude's bar. They're now in Dubai, and they've been there for a few months. So I know what they're doing over there. Like it's always like they're selling cat. Like this is what it is. Like
You
you
know what
can't.
they're doing, bro. They're taking Mahomes to the chest and getting stacks for it, bro.
Yeah. See, the thing is, like the best out of the best Colombian women and all that, Dominicans and all that, they all going to either Europe or they in the Middle East.
No, but you know what? These two girls they ain't that good looking. If I also show you their pictures, you'd be like, "What? Who pays
Yeah.
for their plane ticket?"
Because
You'd be surprised, bro.
unless if you see a good looking like a pro or mango in Colombia or
No,
even
man,
DR,
you'd be surprised. There's some
most
nasty
likely
things
she's
going on.
starting off her career right in the profession. But once you start making a little bit of money, they flying out to either Europe or they're gonna fly out to Middle East.
Hmm.
Because
All
them,
right,
them
Yeah,
I'll,
shakes,
I know
them
one. I
shakes,
know one that
them
travels
shakes,
there.
them shakes got unlimited money. So it's like for them, it's like they them shakes that
Yeah,
they fly out European girls and just sit on them for 15
that's what they do.
for 20K.
That's what they do.
You know,
That's what they do.
them
Yo, straight like this, bro. Here's your contract. You're just the toilet. Nobody's gonna smash you. You're just the toilet, bro. It's a fact. That's a fact. I know a shorty from Medellin that she travels, she goes from is it not one of them countries that pay for play is legal. Either the Dutch or the Switzerland or one of them countries. But she does that to Dubai and then she goes to an Asian country. I guess it's like a circuit where a lot of like businessmen go, maybe China, where the businessmen go when they, you know what I'm saying, after like a meeting, you know what I'm saying, trying to figure out how to get around Trump's tariffs. Like they go over there after the meeting and they just, buy up some shorties. So she does that. She has that circuit. And then she'll post in her IG like nice pictures of like a vacation or where she's at. Like she got her own bread, so she's traveling. She'll never see that money in Colombia. So she's definitely living good after taking a couple of cornfield Mahomes to the face. But you know what I'm saying? can, can you
Hey
can
man,
you blame them?
just happy. That's all that matters, bro. But I mean, fuck.
Yo, they doing the most over there, bro.
Oh man, these women
Open your
are such bad mothers though. Because that one girl I know that's a waiter, she has a kid, and like, man, she was there for almost a whole year. I'm like, fuck, bro. I mean, I just the mindset in Medellin is also really fucked up. But in Medellin, it's like they have like a narco mindset almost. Like in DR is just like scavenger, and then in Medellin it's like a Pablo Escobar fucking mindset and shit, like interés and shit. Like,
Ulysses, they're so full of pain, bro. Those women, like, I've had so many cry in Parquilleras, bro. Something funny. Because when you break stuff down to them, like, yo, what you doing this for? Like, look at you. Like, you out here, like, they're so full of pain. This is why you get that tussy culture because they're trying to medicate themselves from all the pain, bro. Because if you look at them, bro, and you could just see that they're broken. They're broken inside, bro. You'll run across one or two that really loves it.
See, the thing is, like before they're broken, I mean, or during they're broken, I mean, you got to think about a lot of these girls are messing with the cartel guys in Medellin, and it's like, and a lot of them cartel guys are toxic to these women. They beat the crap out of these women. And
Yeah, but you're never gonna see them.
And some of the,
Yeah.
and you're not gonna see them. Yeah, obviously. But some of these women, despite even getting beat up by the cartel dudes, they love the cartel dudes. Them dudes are smashing for free. Meanwhile, that guy from what is it, Los Angeles, that flew up to Medellin, he's paying 200. You know, he's paying 200 per hour.
they raised
meanwhile, the local guy, meanwhile, the local guy is getting it for free. So what does that tell you about it?
Oh, bro.
I mean, you see those guys every day in your hood, bro.
Yeah,
you're gonna deal with them.
They grew up with these
like
guys.
You said, they're nationalists too.
They grew up with these guys, and it's like deep down, despite how toxic these guys are to them, they still prefer their own guys, and it's like, um, but Medellin is like, but what do you think about that one Indian YouTuber that got married in Medellin? What's your thoughts? Because at first he came out and he was bashing the Passport Bros. He came at Flyboy way and all that, but he kind
Oh,
of cooled down.
I hate that guy, bro. I left him a super chat one time and he just started talking shit like a year ago, and I was like, oh my god. I personally despise him for I think it's a simp, but that's just my opinion. So
Yeah, that dude.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's the one who was telling people not to come to Medellin.
yeah,
yeah,
he's
he,
like,
he was telling
don't.
Passport Bros, like he was telling Passport Bros, do not come to
But he
Medellin.
doesn't know. He doesn't like want to accept that's part of their culture. Like even when the Americans stop going over there, the girls will stop charging $300 and they'll go back to their old prices of 100. Like people don't realize these same girls that are charging $300 now a night used to charge their man about 150 mil, which is about $30. And shit, like they'll just go
Why
back to
don't people?
150 mil.
But why don't people? Yo, I need more people to follow my channel because I've already broke this down. You go to the casas, bro. The casas you get $15 box. When she leaves that casa, it goes up.
Yeah, but most
It
guys
goes
don't.
up, bro.
Most guys don't know that.
I try to tell them
Yeah,
sub up.
Nah, but you got a lot of like hoodlums that are going over there and money throwing. When I was there, I saw fights. I saw people throwing money. Like now inside the clubs now, like the demographics changed. Like it used to be like 60% white, 20% black, and then maybe 20% Latino. Now it's like 90% black, and you got the hoodlums in there, and they're throwing money. Now they give you like the 2 mil pesos, and they're buying them in stacks, like in the strip clubs, like they do in Atlanta or whatever the fuck, and they're throwing it. And you're looking at this. This is why the prices have been increased, and that's also another reason why we become targets there, because now they think every American has that type of money to be throwing and shit. It's not the case.
yeah, and another thing is like the crowd that used to go to Miami for South Beach for spring break and all that, they're coming down to Cartagena and Medellin, and also DR. So
And a lot of them are getting deleted as well, man.
yeah,
They're
I
getting
mean,
deleted, man.
Colombia had a record high this year. What is it? What is it? 26 Americans that died. So that's like one American that dies every week. I mean, you guys watch DC Born
And it's gonna
Rob.
get worse, bro. What month are we in right now? This is October, right?
October,
Okay,
yeah,
so
this is the hot month.
next month, and November and December. Watch, mark my words. It's gonna be record numbers, bro. I could fucking promise
Yeah,
you that,
is
bro.
is the holiday because you got to
November and
think about it.
December is when the wolves get really hungry, bro. And they want to
Yeah,
eat. So
the
you're
wolves, the wolves got wife and kids at home, and it's like,
gonna
so the thing is like they gotta put that Christmas money to use. So one of the things they do is like they see this tourist that's showing off with with the jewelry and all that, and they're just gonna go after them. So I mean, it's not even
I hope
point
not,
of
man.
it's not even point of even wearing a jewelry in a third world country like Colombia. It's like
I see it a
what is
lot,
the
bro. I
point?
see it a lot, fool.
What
I saw it in
what
Brazil, I see it in
yeah.
DR, I see it in Colombia, but I don't say nothing
I
because
mean, yeah. I mean, like I said, I just got back from Belize, and I was like in a sketchy neighborhood, and I saw this American dude. He was wearing jewelry and all that, and back in my mind, I want to help the brother out, but then I thought to myself, man, if I say something to him, he might get pissed off and just cuss me out, and I don't want to be that guy, just to save everybody. So I was like, you know what? Let him learn from his mistakes. So there's people like that, in the world where if you tell them right, they're gonna take it as a offense. Even if he gives them a heads up, even if be like, yo, this is Rio, this is Rio. Rio is like the most dangerous city in the world. And if you tell them, hey, don't do that, they might take an offense and say, oh man, I'm from Southside Chicago. I'm from the hood, man. You trying to disregard my credentials? I'm like, bro, the Southside Chicago and Rio is different. It's like you're in the whole different environment. You're actually playing in an away game. It's like you're not in your home field. You don't have the home field advantage anymore. Once you stepped out of the borders, you don't have that home field advantage, and you got to also realize like you don't have the same rights as the locals do.
Yo, let me give you an example, right? Let me give an example. And all of us live in the States, we know this, right? So I live in Boston, right? And so I speak Spanish, pretty decently, right? So you see people that have just got here or something like that trying to communicate with somebody at a McDonald's or whatever. And what's the first thing? Do you know the first thing that people do is they start raising their voice, you know what I'm saying, trying to talk back to these people because for some reason, when someone's speaking another language, Americans tend to think this person's stupid. Like, what? Like, or they can't hear. So I'll step in and be like, nah, bro, they don't have any problems with their ears. It's just a language barrier. What are you trying to say? Stop talking to them like they're stupid or playing them like they're stupid. The same thing is happening and when you go to these countries and you don't speak their language. So they're gonna have fun with you and you're gonna have a good time. They're gonna let you, you know what I'm saying, bust them down every way from Sunday, but they're gonna think that you ain't up on game because you don't understand. And certain things that you can't pick up on when they're talking on the phone or talking to the girl, that's because you dummies still go to Medellin wanting two women in your room. That's a no-no, bro. Just deal with one. So you have two and they're saying slick shit that you can't pick up on, and then you're toe tagged and sent home on the bottom of a plane. So that's what happens. So
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is like the girls you bring here over, they might talk just shit about you, and it's like
you
you
have
don't
no
even know
idea.
what's going on. You don't have no idea what you're saying. You'll be like, man, I'm trying to smash. They look good, but you don't have no idea, man. It's crazy. It's sad and it's also crazy at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna see some
My man
numbers.
says stick to the good parts of DR.
Been to 4 times to DR, all cap, and all parts of DR. Stick to the good areas.
I think we got
There's
one
no
guy
good
from
areas.
I think we got one guy from DR in this space in this travel space. I think his name is Primo. Um, he's kind of like the peso man of the travel space, man. He's very entertaining.
I miss Peso Man, bro. I
Yeah,
miss him.
yeah,
Them
yeah. You,
hookers.
No,
you,
bro,
you know he's
man,
coming. He's coming back to YouTube. So
yeah, I gotta
man,
do. He
man,
hit me up to do a live the other day. I was like, man, I gotta do a live with Pastor Man. Bro. That's just fucking hilarious, bro.
yeah. We to be
We
honest,
need
man,
Peso Man back,
we
bro.
need we need because there's a lot of fuckery in this space. There's a lot of fuckery in this space, and Peso Man was the guy that was checking these dudes, that was correcting them, and he got these dudes mad, man. It was just crazy, man.
Hey, but time
Like
proved him right, though, right? He was like saying how these guys are
he,
mongering and shit, and it's
bro, everything he said, he been saying this for the last 3 years, right? First time he said this was 3 years. Everything was going on. He called it 3 years ago. He called
Yeah.
it way ahead of time. And the thing is, like, I don't even know. It's like me and Peso go back personally. Like I don't remember the days like when it was the pandemic, 2020, when we used to be on this panel because this is before he even had a YouTube. He used to come on this Fit Travel channel, and he used to talk about the same thing. What he's talking about the Passport Bros, he was saying it back then, and he's been proven right now. You
Well,
know,
they made their mistake. They made their mistake, right? Because they were saying, there's no good women in the States. The women in the States are like this and that and this and that, right? But look at the Thailand group. You got one that's with a porn star. You got another one that's with a miss. You know what I'm saying? You got another one that's with a massage prostitute. You know what I'm saying? And so there's no good women in the States, but you get on a plane and travel 19 hours to deal with a porn star. You know what I'm saying? Like she got video. The shorty got videos of look, the shorty got videos still on the internet of like shit dripping out of her box. Less this is who you are leaving the States for. It's ugly, bro. And Peso Man was
yo,
telling the truth about all that, bro.
yo, I saw that porn that porn video about that girl, Traversity's girl. Man, that
I'm not
yo,
saying no names,
I'm
bro.
not saying any names, bro.
yeah, that shit was fucking wow, man. That European dude was dicking her down, and it was all over her face
Yo,
and
did you
her.
see the did you see
Yeah,
did you see the shit dripping out of her, bro?
it was dripping on her. She
And then
swallowed
you
that shit,
then you
and
yeah, bro.
it's crazy
All of
how
it. Then you
Traversity.
introduce her to the moms.
Yeah, it's crazy how Traversing right now he's kissing her in the mouth and all that, and every time I'm thinking, man, he eating that European dude's cum, man. He he
He's getting some of that. He's getting some of that. Ulysses, he's getting some of that hot leche.
Oh yeah. He's
He's
that
getting.
fuego leche.
he's getting some of that Swedish DNA, bro. He's getting some of that Swedish DNA.
that fuego leche, all in his dentures, bro. That's crazy, bro.
But I heard that old boy did a breast surgery for her. I mean, he purchased he had her doing a breast surgery on herself. So
Hey,
he's
but there was
paying
another
for.
Of
YouTuber.
course, you're gonna do that because his channel is driven by her. If he had a channel by himself, it wouldn't pop. So of course you gotta. She's the breadwinner. You gotta get her right. You know what I'm saying?
But
You
what
gotta
was
get her right for the next
other
Australians that come.
the other YouTuber, the one that's in Thailand? He's also dating a girl that does. She's a pro because he admitted it on his channel. It's like, yeah, she's a pro and shit, dude. Oh damn, what's his name?
You talking about? Are you talking about Zoom Style or
No, his chick is actually a pro.
game abroad? Game abroad.
Yeah. And, I
Yeah,
was
but
like,
Zoom
yeah.
Zoom Shorty's a massage therapist.
She was a
Yo,
massage therapist.
let's be clear. Let's be clear.
Yeah, that's. She was a massage therapist giving happy endings,
Yo,
man.
then
And he he took
happy
her out
endings,
of
man.
he took her out of the game though.
yeah, but
Now
He
he's
did. He was
not.
like, "Yo, you don't have to clean up. You don't have to clean up that fuego leche anymore. Come with me." Get out of here.
he admitted that he gives her like $100 a week and shit. He's like, yeah, like $100 a week.
$400 a month, and he said he was going to increase the rates from 400 to 500, 20% increase. No,
Yo, my man said that ain't no woman a virgin. No, not every woman's a virgin. But look, 10 penises versus 5,000 is a lot, bro. Like you ain't going, yo, them dudes that's, yo, let me just state this. Let me get this out the way. Them dudes that be saying that, bro, is the same dudes that will go to a used car lot and be like, yo, I don't want that. It's too many miles on it, bro. But your bitch can have all the miles, bro. You bugging, bro.
yeah,
Oh my god.
yeah. I used to, Mr. BLB. I used to have conversation with dudes even not even right now, but way back in the days. And everybody used to call me insecure, man. You insecure, man. Why you care about girls' body? And these are dudes saying this, right? Fast forward right now, man. Guess what? I'm having the same conversation with the same dudes. They're saying, "Oh yeah, okay, you're right." And I'm like, who would you rather take? That girl with the 5 bodies that is 27 years old, or the girl that had 300 bodies in the past? You know, and some dudes were like,
Bro,
some dudes were like, oh, I'd rather take the girls with 300 bodies because she's more experienced. You know,
experience. You can't bring her nowhere, bro. You holding her hand walking down the street in Medellin, bro, and everybody done ran through your shorty, bro. That's embarrassing, bro. That's embarrassing, bro. And you in Thailand, you in Thailand. First of all, them chicks are ugly as hell. Travel, what's his name? Whatever that dude's name. I ain't gonna say his name because he used to be my homie. I don't know. He probably hate me now. But your girl, she's decent for Thailand, but she ain't like with that resume. She's not worthy enough for me to fly my mom over there to introduce her to my
I
mom.
wouldn't
Are
do
you bugging?
that shit, bro.
Come on, man.
But these
She
guys don't
got
care, man. They don't care. Even the guy that I ran into in Panama, his chick in Medellin, she was a fucking pro too, and I didn't say nothing. He was just like, "Yeah, I flew my chick out to Europe so she could meet my parents for Christmas," and I was like, "What the fuck, bro?" Like, I mean, bro, I can imagine what his parents were saying, like behind his back. They're like, "What the fuck?" I mean, I mean that's shameful.
these are the kings of YouTube, bro.
This is shameful behavior, man. Like you like who you like. I'm not gonna make fun of them or nothing, but I'm not gonna. But the thing is that they make it seem like they're girlfriend material. That's the issue. Like, bro, that's not a girl. That's everybody's girl and shit. That's just your turn. And as soon as your money runs out,
Everybody's
some
girl.
other guy's gonna get her. It's just the way it is. Like,
Yo, I'm not even gonna talk about what I be hearing from Thailand, bro. But yeah, don't. From what I hear, they some of them didn't even stop. They still in the game. This is what I hear. I don't know how true it is, but some of them girls still in the game. You know what I mean?
I don't
You
know.
you take she comes home, cooks you a nice some gum yoy hot pot meal, bro, and then you go down on her and it tastes like rubbers all. That's crazy, bro. That's wild. That's diabolical.
She got that fuego leche down there still, man. Hey, but you know what? Who else is another guy we make fun of? Johnny LA, bro. That guy got a pre-pod, got pregnant, and has a kid with her, bro. And I remember Pastor Man cooking him and shit, bro. Cooking. Remember that, Buck?
Oh
Put
yeah,
him in the
yeah.
chat. Do you think his girl's getting smashed when he leaves
Oh
the
my
country?
goodness. Was
Everybody
what's
started putting a one, bro. That shit's hilarious, dog.
what's crazy is like there's a lot of guys like Johnny LA right now that's going to Medellin and literally wifing up these broads. Like I'm talking about having wife being a like wifing up with these broads, having kids with them, even taking them out of the game. You know, that's fucking wild. Imagine wifing up a prostitute. You know how fucking sad that is, bro? You know, and it's like
But I can see it though. I can see it, fellas. I can see it working. And here's how it will only work. If you wifing her up and you making sure she's financially straight, but you're also having like endless supplies of threesomes and shit like that, okay, that's a win, bro. I can't be mad at that. But if you're wifing her and bringing her to your family, like this is your stepmom's kids, like no, bro, I'm good. Nah, you ain't coming home to my family, bro, with all them boxes. Because who knows, bro? One of my partners try to make a pass at her, and she be like, "Yo, he didn't give me money today. I'm gonna have to go get this." You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of chicks you bringing back home, and you giving them papers, and a good majority of the time when these dudes get them girls, when that visa stamped on the back of those passports, bro, when they get to the States, bro, a lot of them girls are leaving those guys, bro.
They are, bro. There's a YouTuber that was married to a Colombian girl. I forget his name and shit, dude. But I found out recently that the girl left him. He was trying to have a kid with her, and the girl was like, "No, I'm good." She just lied to him just so she could go to the States and bring her kids, and then she got her situation situated, and she bounced, bro. And just the way it is. So,
We
she was
call we
Medellin.
call them dudes the Joe Bidens. They keep the border open, bro. They keep bringing them in, bro. You can come in. I'm gonna give you a visa. I'm gonna give you the Joe Biden treatment, and then as soon as they get here, leave them. It's horrible, bro. We keep trying to tell these guys, man, and these guys,
You can't
you
tell them
know,
nothing. It's
you,
like, they're nice guys, and it's like, I mean, the dude was like bitching to me for a whole hour in the casino hall what he did for the girl, and I'm like, I remember seeing his girlfriend on Tinder like a few years ago, and she was like half naked on with lingerie on, and we always knew she was a hoe. But I mean, you have the signs right there. I mean, she got fired from my friend's bar because she was tipping herself like 20% on the fucking on the bar tabs and shit. Like she wasn't supposed to be doing that. The customer's supposed to pick the tip, and she was like, she got fired. She was always been a
that's
grimy person, and you still got into a relationship with a
that
grimy.
sounds like Sweet Georgia.
Nah, that wasn't Sweet
That
Georgia.
sounds like Sweet Georgia Cafe.
Nah, that
Oh,
wasn't
okay,
Sweet Georgia. No.
okay,
The bar already closed like a year ago. It's not there anymore. So.
okay.
oh sweet
That's sad,
Georgia
bro. That
is
is
closed
sad and
right now.
disrespectful.
That
No,
bar is
no,
closed.
no. No, there's two of them. There's one in Poblado, but the one I go to is in Loreto. No, Belen area.
Lorelis.
So
Yeah.
which one closed? So does he have still one of them open or what?
I think they're both open, dude. One of them,
I think they're both
remember,
open.
dude, he got married to a Colombian girl. So when they divorced, she got one of them. She got the one that's in Loreto. Because I asked the guy, one of the managers, like, if who was the owner, and he was like, "Oh, it's the guy's ex-wife." I'm like, "All right." And the other one is owned by him and shit, I think. So yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
even he, like, he's
she
my
took
homie.
half. So she took half.
Yeah, of course.
Well, there's a backstory to that. That's my guy. He's my guy. We friends, and I don't really want to. He got tired of the shit happening in Medellin, and he just was like, I'm done. He's in Brazil. He's doing great, but he You know what I'm saying? That situation, it was probably the best for him because there was a lot of shit going on that, as an American in another country, like if a woman really wants to do some shit to you, bro, like legally, like you really have no recourse for it. It's nothing you could do, bro, because you got her and her
Yeah.
government against you, bro. You know what I'm
That's why
saying?
I said. That's
So
why
I
I
mean,
said. That's why I said you don't have rights overseas, man. Like when you really think about it, you really don't be having rights, you know. But go ahead, bro. How bad?
yeah, nah, it's just that. It's basically that. So you have to kind of like look. I'm a how do you say it when you cut your losses? You just gotta cut your losses and move forward, bro. You know what I'm saying? The dude is. I tell you one thing. That dude is not hurting for any bread, bro. You know what I'm saying? He can open up 500 of those in Medellin if he wanted to. So he's really not hurting for bread. It's just some fuckery that he had to deal with that he's like, I'm good. All right, keep it over there. Because what happened was, and I don't think people really appreciate it, is when he left, a lot of the clientele left because people were going there for him, a
Yeah,
place where
that's true.
Americans could
That's
come and
true.
touch base.
When I used to go to his place, he would have girls go there and dance, and it was a fun atmosphere. It would be packed, especially on football Sundays. He would have a DJ. It was a good place, man, to go like
Oh
meet other
yeah.
expats. Yeah.
There's another bar. It's called Vibe Sports Bar. It's a pretty good. There's a guy from New York that owns it. I checked it out. It's pretty good, and the
In
waitresses are
Cartagena, I was just there
no,
today. I
no,
just came from there.
they have one in Medellin too.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's
Yeah,
dope.
yeah. The waitresses are bad, but it's a good. They got like hookah. They got liquor. They got beer. They got like food, and they got like four like flat screen TVs, so you can watch like NBA, football, baseball, whatever you want to watch.
Yep, that's a fact. It's a pretty dope spot. They wear shorts like shorter than the Hooters girls, bro. It's crazy.
What is it called? I gotta go. I'm about to go there in 2 months, bro.
It's called Vibe.
Vibes.
Bar.
Vibes, all right. I remember that. All right, vibes. So that's good, bro.
Yeah, to be honest, if my digital nomad visa for Argentina and Colombia doesn't get approved, I'm gonna just go to Asia next year, man. That's my plan.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. You got to get away from. You got to go to a place where like a lot of Pookies and Ray Rays are not trying to travel to, bro. Like I still like Brazil, but I just don't like. For me personally, the culture in Brazil is a little annoying. But you got to go somewhere where people ain't getting on a plane. Because if it's something short, like a 2-3 hour flight, bro, you're gonna get the fuckery. You're gonna get. And as we start to travel places, the women start to change. Have you guys ever noticed that?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
of
I
course.
mean, yeah, of course, and I wouldn't say is a Pookie thing or slash a race thing. I also would say it's like a more of an American thing because, like, look at for example Costa Rica, for example, right? And you see how some of the chicks behave over there. They're expecting like prices like 200, 250 per hour because a
Hmm.
lot of those white guys they start going to Hakwa Beach and start spoiling, those chicks because a lot of those white guys that go to Hakwa Beach in Costa Rica, they're very wealthy guys with 401ks of that's like 2 million or plus. So it's like, and they're like 60, 70, and they're like, they want to just trick off that money because they know you got short amount of time left in the world. So it's like, so they go to places like that and they just trick on those women. So it's like, and that's like what caused like the cost of living in Costa Rica to go up. Even
Yeah,
though
but
that's
it's
not a Pookie, even though that's not a Pookie destination, it's like it's just an American thing. It's like no matter where we go, we tend to like increase the prices,
I agree with
which
that
is why,
100%.
Yeah. Yeah.
which is why like the place I want to go in this world is like I want to get away as far as I can from tourists, right? You know, like kind of like how Medellin was back in 2016, 2017,
Yeah,
2018,
2015.
2019, the prime years, so
Yeah,
like
I agree with that 100%. But I would say also like social media and YouTube messed it up
Yep.
too. Because
Yep.
everybody's moving from the Canada, the States, UK, Australia. Everybody's leaving. There's so many expats now. Everybody's leaving their country trying to find a better life, quote unquote. You know what I'm saying? And they're coming to Latin America. So I agree with that. It's also the old white dudes, but it's also social media too that just like it exposed everything. You know what I'm saying? But I was in Paraguay for like 2 months. Paraguay is still like kind of untapped. Um, but
But it's
I've been
expensive, bro.
Paraguay? Nah, it's
Is it
basically the
Uruguay or
same.
Paraguay? One of the two is expensive.
You're thinking of Uruguay. I'm talking about Paraguay
Yeah,
with a P.
Okay.
yeah, yeah. How was
With a P.
Paraguay? How was it?
It's all right. It's super boring. It's the only thing to do
That's
there
what everybody says.
is because it's true. The only
That's
thing
what
to do there
everybody
is
says.
only thing to do there is eat, go to the gym, and just like have sex. That's it. That's the only thing you can do. They don't have a theme park. Then like nothing. Yeah, they have like clubs and bars and restaurants, but that's it. Like they don't have nothing.
How's the nightlife? How are the women? Good looking,
Yeah,
medium.
they
They're
got some
bad.
lookers.
They're bad.
They got some lookers. Yeah, they got some lookers. I would say this is what I always say. For me, my personal ranking: Morocco, Colombia, and Brazil. That's my top three like
Mm.
baddest chicks in the world. But Paraguay, they're like I would say Paraguay is like top 10, bro. They got some lookers for sure. You know what I'm saying? And they're not like Paraguay is not like oversaturated with gringos. You know what I'm saying? So like
Yeah,
I had a good time. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like
yeah,
they don't see a lot of black dudes down there. So
yeah. I was also. I
That's
just got
wild
back
that
from
you said that though.
Belize. Yeah, I got back from Belize, and I also hit
what's
up
well
Guatemala, and I'm like I'm talking about the chick. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of tourist things to do, but when you look at the women, and it's like, yo, it was a. I was kind of disappointed, bro. It was kind of
I'm not
oh
feeling,
Brazil?
bro. I'm telling you,
yeah,
bro. The Guates, bro. The Guates, I'm not really feeling them like that, bro.
yeah.
The
Like
Honduranians, I could rock with those, but the
the
Guatemalans, mm-mm.
the Belizean girls. First of all, they look like. I mean, if now if you like the Jamaican Haitian girls, and that doesn't matter. Belize is going to be the best place for you. And with Guatemala, man, it's like if you like those Aztec chicks, short, refrigerator looking body, no ass and all that. Yeah,
It's all
yeah.
fucked up, bro.
I'm sorry.
that's
I'm
what
sorry. I'm sorry. I
that's
have
what
to
I'm
say it.
that's what
It's
I'm
like
telling you.
that's
That's what
not
I'm telling you.
especially for us brothers, man. We like them curvy, right? Man, you're not gonna
Yeah.
find it up there, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's some guys that like that type. They don't care, but you're not gonna find it up there. Then in Belize, you got chicks that look like that they look like they run for the Jamaican sprinting competition. They're very very built,
Ooh.
athletic, and all that. And I'm like, I wasn't feeling this. I was like, man, next place I'm going to, I gotta go to Colombia, just recalibrate, man. Like just so I can go back to a place where I'm seeing good looking chicks because I was disappointed, man. Both countries, I was like, fuck, but
You gotta go to the Balkans.
Honduras was nice. I liked Honduras. If y'all ever been to Honduras, Honduras is nice. Like you could find a wifey in Honduras, solid shorties. Um, I give them that. El Salvador, from everything I hear, there's some decent joints in El Salvador. But
Yeah,
Nicaragua, bro, Nicaragua got some baddies, bro. And
I
it's
want to go to
Nicaragua got
Nicaragua.
some baddies.
El Salvador is like it's very you gotta like pipeline heavy, and El Salvador. What I noticed is very because I've been like twice already. It's very cliquish. You know what I'm saying? It's a small country, and it's very cliquish. Like you gotta have like heavy social circle game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can still like date around. You can still date around, but it's not gonna be like to what you know what I mean. Like it's not gonna be like too good. You know what I'm saying? It's very like cliquish and like social circle.
You gotta go to the Balkans. The Balkans has really attractive women. Serbia. Where else? I would say Croatia. And Croatia is too expensive, but I would say Serbia is it's not that expensive. Nightlife is great. Beautiful fucking women, bro. Gorgeous, blonde hair, blue eyes. If that's what you're into, cheap as hell. Their nightlife is pretty good. All their clubs are saturated, like right next to a lake. Or no, it's a river. My bad, not a lake. Like all their clubs are like in a boat, like a huge boat. It's like a theme that they have over there. But I think Serbia was like a big culture shock when it comes to beautiful women. I wasn't expecting them to be that good looking, but the Balkan women are very, very beautiful, man. Very, very fucking beautiful. Cheap too. Not
Yeah.
expensive.
So
I bump into a lot of European
Someone told
women,
me-
man. One thing is like I noticed like with the European girls, they tall, man. You're gonna see a lot of them 6', 6'1". They tall.
Yeah,
they
but they're
cheap.
fucking banging, bro. If you go to
Yeah.
Belgrade, bro, whew,
Oof.
I think like it's a small country and like the population is low, like 10 million or some shit like that. But per capita attractive women, I would say Belgrade beats Medellin, bro. You see way more attractive women in Belgrade than you do in Medellin, a long shot. But it's just a hidden. I think it's still a hidden gem because people really don't go there to that part of the world.
Yeah, I'm not dealing with nothing. That's Ireland, right? I'm not doing nothing in Ireland, bro. They don't like brothers over there. But what is it? What's the place that he was talking about in Africa? Casablanca. What's the country?
Morocco?
Casablanca?
Morocco?
This lady that I know at a coffee shop that I go to,
That's my
I'm
spot.
talking about, she got beautiful natural cakes and she's pretty. She was like,
Yo,
"You're gonna find your wife in Morocco."
them. I don't know what they
You gotta be
eat, but
Muslim,
them North African women are curvy, man. It's like they got just
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, bro. That's what I said. That's my
bro, she
list.
looked like she had
Colombia and Brazil. That's my list.
So Nick travels.
that lady at the coffee shop had hams on it. Let's go.
So Nick Travers could like so you say you like Morocco out of all of them?
Yeah, it's my top three as far as like the most, because I've been to like 20 countries. I've been traveling since I was 19. Like I used to be in the military. Blah blah blah. My top three like most beautiful women in the world: Morocco, Colombia, and Brazil.
But
Yeah,
how much
I
time did
would.
you do in Morocco when you went?
I was there for 2 months.
Wow. And how was it
Um,
like? Is it hard to pick up the women? Is it like you gotta put work, you gotta have to have game?
So it just depends on the girl. So I met this one girl from Bumble. Like we were at the end of the night, we were at her grandma's place, and we did indoor gymnastics. You know what I'm saying?
Would you say you got the gold medal that night?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, 100%. And then another girl, she was trying to get me to revert or convert to Islam. You know what I'm saying? Um, and then this other girl, I went out with her and her roommate. And then the next day, I invited her straight over to the Airbnb. So the thing with the hotels and Airbnb is every apartment, every building has a door guard because it's a Muslim country, right? So their whole purpose is to prevent like unmarried couples from entering together. You know what I'm
I've
saying?
heard, yeah.
Yeah. So what you got to do is you gotta go in first and then let the girl follow like 5 minutes later, or just have her like pay off the guards. You know what I'm saying? Um, just hand them some money or whatever, and it'll be cool. So it's very possible. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, but yeah,
yeah.
it just depends on the girl. But yeah, you Tinder, Bumble. You know what I'm
I
saying?
feel you. For I
Or
matched with this girl on Tinder from Morocco, from Rabat, I think, right? I know you've been to Rabat, right?
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
she's fucking super thick, and I'm like, wow. I hope if I go one of these days, I can link up with.
Yo, y'all
That's what the
talking about
king is.
Morocco? Y'all
Absolutely
talking about
gorgeous.
Morocco? I was on Tinder in Tunisia, bro. I'm telling you, Tunisia got a better looking women than Morocco, bro. Every
Nah,
pictures
bro.
I was
Stop.
swiping.
Stop the cap.
I'm no cap. If you go on Tinder right now, and Ulysses can put it up if you have the access. If you go to Tunisia is like I think the next country over, but it's like nothing but baddies, bro. It's like It's like they look the Colombia of Middle East. They just like baddies after baddies. I'm like, holy fuck! I gotta check it out. But the thing is, to piggyback what Nick Travel says, those countries are Islamic, so it's like what. So a lot of guys, what they do, some guys, what they do, the workaround is you do a temporarily marriage. So some guys, even the Muslim guys that live in the States, they go to those countries, they go over there, they temporarily marry these broads, and they have fun with them. Then they divorce them, and, go back to doing their own business.
Yo, but bro, don't you have to give up like 2 cows and like a goat or something like that to marry them girls, man?
No, you thinking of like, so it's called like a mahar. So you're thinking of like that. That is like in Africa, like the Muslim communities in
Oh, okay.
Africa. Well, it is Africa, but
Yeah.
like you thinking of like Nigeria, like Kenya type shit. Morocco.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out.
So
I was trying to figure out where the hell I'm gonna get a cow from, bro. I don't even know. Like, is there a dealer?
Because would they settle for a goat though?
It's the same concept, but they'll just take money, bro. So that'll be there instead of like a cow or a goat. You just give them money for their mahar.
This goat don't work, bro. Send him back, yo. That's crazy.
Another place that is being slept on is Central Asia.
Well, you cut out.
Yeah. What's the Cambodia? Nice.
He dropped
I
off.
like him.
Oh, you go.
Hey, but I was gonna ask you, Nick. My boy that goes to Morocco a lot told me that it's really expensive, especially during the high season, bro.
During the high season, I guess, but I went during like December to like February.
Okay.
And then after that, I went to Poland to meet this girl, but that's another story. But no, man, it's very like if you like outdoorsy stuff, there's a lot of excursions. It's very affordable, man. I would say it's like the same price as Colombia. Like,
All right, I
very
got it. You know
affordable.
what? He was telling me too that like what he would do because he's from Algeria, that he could fly girls from Morocco to Tunisia. That's like their vacation spot. So that's what he was saying. Like you could get like hotels over there, and they're like really cool about it. Like they're not as strict as Morocco.
Yeah. Morocco, you gotta pay off the guard, or you gotta get like
That's a
2 different rooms.
Yeah, for guys for guys that want to do like 2 weeks or less, that's a lot of work. Most guys just want to have fun, in and out,
Yeah,
But
I
you
wouldn't
but
suggest
you
that.
were you were in a different situation. You were living there, so for two
Yeah,
months.
I wouldn't suggest that unless you live in like the UK. You could just fly real quick, like it's close. But if you live in the States or Latin America, like nah, you gotta at least if you're gonna go, at least go for a month. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But what do you think about Austin Holloman hyping up the? Is it a
Kenya?
hype, Kenya? Like
Come on,
I'm
bro.
seeing.
Come on. Have you been impressed by the girls that he's fucking showing on his fucking videos?
I mean,
No.
I'm being honest.
No.
I haven't seen any receipts. Like
That's what I'm saying. For
Like-
I haven't been
Well, he
impressed, but whatever, bro.
Well,
Like,
he said he was gonna stop showing like female stuff and try to change the direction of the channel though, because I guess people were trolling him.
yeah, but it's crazy. And now him and Master Cheech have this whole beef going on thing. And
I thought he was beefing with fucking Travel Time with Paul and shit, dude.
no, he's also beefing with them. But it's just crazy. Yeah, man. I mean, like I said, I had Iran on the bucket list. It's just that this war that's going on right now with them and Israel. It's like
I know I'm trying to get over there too.
I'm trying.
Bro.
I'm because I wanted to try the off-beaten spots. I wanted to try to like some other places that tourists don't go.
Hey, but they're very educated there. I met this one Iranian girl like 3 years ago on Tinder. I still talk to her to this day. They're very educated. For like all the girls that I met over there, they're either doctors, scientists, engineers, bro. They're not scrubs, bro.
Yeah. I'm like these plastic Pisces.
Bro, after I put it up with Dominican women and fucking Colombian and even Venezuelan women, bro, I'm ready for the Middle East, bro, because I can't do this shit no more. Brazilian women are
Yeah,
better, but still,
yeah.
they fuck around a lot too. Some the cariocas, especially.
Nah, Brazilian women are just freaks, man. The thing is like name. See, the thing is like name one passport bro right now that there's a contract created that got a wife over there right now. It's not the place. Like if you're looking for a relationship and all that, it's like you're not gonna find it over there, man. It's like
I mean, you could. You just have to move a little differently. And put, yo, I don't want
You
people
gotta
to
go to
get
the
Brazil twisted. Brazil, there's some beautiful women in Brazil, but there's some butt ugly bitches too. Let's be clear, bro. I've seen some
Like,
ugly bitches. Yo,
it
let's be clear.
depends on what area you go. Like you go to the south, like that's like considered like the Denmark of Brazil. Curitiba, I was there for like 3 weeks, bro. You get girls that have the blonde hair, blue eyes, fool. They love foreigners because there's no foreigners that go there. Who goes to Curitiba? Nobody's ever heard of Curitiba. It's a big ass city of like 2 million people. You have girls that'll talk to you in the bars and shit, dude. And the one thing I don't like about Brazil is that their men could be a little bit fucking cock blocks. They could be a little bit on the upside. Where they see you talking to their women, they kind of get jealous. I hate that shit. But other than that, I have no issues with Brazil and shit, dude.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
a
I
different
mean,
vibe for me.
yeah. Brazil is like different vibe. Like for me, it's like that's why I don't have a eager burning desire to go over there because
Mhm.
it's just that it's like I just it's just on the taste, man. It's especially there's a big language barrier too, man. Because it's like it's crazy. Like if you don't speak Portuguese, then you're not gonna find a decent chick, you know. So over there is like it's either Portuguese or P for P,
You can
you
still
know.
find fucking decent girls that's for fun, bro. Like I'm telling you, like my Portuguese is not that good. And those girls, like, you make the effort. It is what it is. They have a hookup culture. So, mm.
But yeah, put Morocco on your list, man, for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I might hit it up
No,
next
no,
year.
no, no.
So,
And they even have play for play too. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
That's what you.
See, the thing is like there's a lot. Actually, there's a Moroccan. See, I got the first glimpse of Moroccan women and Algerian and North African women when I went to Montreal. So Montreal is a French colony, right? Quebec, and they have a lot of the people, like the immigrants over there, they're living over there. They're from the former French colonies. So you'll see people from Cameroon, North Africa, Algeria, and all that. But anyway, so when I went there, bro, I was seeing nothing but North African baddies, Algeria and all that baddies. I was like, holy damn! And I was like, I gotta visit North Africa. But the thing is, like, you gotta move different out there. You can't just be approaching girls in the streets and shooting a shot.
yeah, I
You
was
gotta
going to
be
ask you, Nick, how do you approach women in Morocco? How is it over there? Like, because I know it's a Muslim society. Like,
Nah, I wouldn't do. I mean, you could if you're gonna try to do cold approach, I would just do it like I wouldn't do it on the street. I would do it like at a club or bar. You know what I'm saying? In a very social environment. But I wouldn't just do it in the street
hmm.
or at a grocery store.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, maybe like buy a girl a drink or some shit like that. But I don't know how it is
Right,
over there. Like, it might be like off.
right.
Hmm.
You might get 10,000 lashes if you do that in the
Yeah,
street,
that's
bro.
what
You
I was
don't need to
thinking
do
and
that, bro.
shit. Fuck around and find out.
nah, or her brother coming through with a machete and just chopping your ass up.
Oh, bro.
You
Oh, that's
know.
crazy. Yeah, we don't need that. That might be a good time for you to really have a goat though, because you could just trade and be like, "Yo, bro, here, take the goat." I'm just kidding. They're gonna hate me before I even get there, bro.
I was gonna ask you, BLB, what did you tell that Uber driver when he asked you for 10,000? Did you tell him like vete para carajo or what?
I told him, yo, I was so shocked at that number, bro. I really couldn't get words out. So I think what I just did, if I remember correctly, he just dropped me off and I said, yo, we'll talk tomorrow, and I just like blocked him, bro. Because I was just so shocked that he would hit me with retirement numbers, bro. That's what he was doing, bro. He was trying to retire off me, bro.
Well,
10
you know
Yeah.
what, dude?
stacks.
The new hustle in DR is going for the women also that I have find very disturbing. It's not even funny. It's like they go to the fiscalia now. Like if they know the guy's gonna like officially leave them, they go that route so they could get as much money as possible from you.
Yeah,
Well,
somebody in the
that's why you never
comments.
tell. Hold on,
Somebody in
before
the
you read that
comments.
comment,
Go ahead.
before you do that, bro, this is a rule that all travelers should do. You never tell them when you're coming, never tell them when you're leaving. Never do
Hmm.
that. Because if they know a date that you're leaving, then all this bullshit starts to happen. So you tell them, I
Yes.
don't know when I'm leaving, and then all of a sudden, hey, where are you? Oh, I had to leave. You know, that's what I always do.
Yeah, I always tell them when they say, "Hey, how long you here for?" I always say, "Hey, I don't have a go back ticket, a return ticket." That's what I always say
Mm-hmm.
because they always one
Mm-hmm.
of the first things that these girls ask you is after what is your name? They ask
How
you,
long
"Oh,
you
how
here
long you
for?
gonna be here for?" And you never tell
Yep.
them, never tell them. So that's a good game. But let me piggyback on this comment over here. He said just meet Moroccan girls in Spain. I would say not only Spain, but France. France has a lot of North African women. A lot of them.
Bro, you know I was in Spain, so I
And,
never saw
and
any
and
Moroccan women there. When I
and
was
they
in
get
Barcelona,
no. So in Spain, there's a lot of them in the south of Spain, right? Spain is actually close to Africa, North Africa, right? Like Morocco is like within
oh, you know what? I
less
forgot. You could take the
less.
ferry from
Yeah,
Morocco
you
to
can take
fucking
yeah, you can take
Spain.
a
Yeah, yeah,
ferry,
yeah.
and many of those Moroccans they live in those small towns in Spain. Some of them, they do those low-paying jobs that the Spaniards don't want to do. But anyways, to piggyback on France, there's a lot of them in Paris, and they live in Paris. They live in the suburbs, so it's like, and the Moroccan girls over there, they get freaky. I'm talking about in Paris. They get freaky. They're very westernized. So you'll see them like with tattoos and all that. They're very different from the Moroccan women in Morocco.
I feel like they be too westernized. I like my shit from the source. You feel me? But
Yeah, they like just like the ones I met in Montreal. They were very westernized. I was surprised. They were just behaving just like your average everyday average Western girl. You know.
Bring him a fucking goat. But I'm gonna end up doing a live with Pesselman because he hit me up a while back and said that he wanted to do a live. So hopefully, maybe sometime next week, I'll
Yeah,
get that
Payson
shit
man.
done.
He's about to come back to YouTube. So
I hope he
uh,
does, man. But I want to do that live with him because I want to piss
he,
off some dudes, bro. Like
man, he
I don't fuck
definitely.
around with the passport bro community at all, bro.
Yeah, we definitely need him in this space, man. I mean, me personally is like I don't consider myself a passport bro. I've been traveling way before the passport bro term
Facts,
came
bro.
up.
Facts.
It's like I've been traveling way before that term came out. So it's like I don't even consider myself a passport bro. You know, because I've been traveling way before that term. And the thing is like you don't want to be associated with a group because one guy commits a fuckery, now the whole group gonna get blamed for it. And let's just say you publicly said, "Oh, I'm a passport bro." Now everybody's gonna be looking at you like
But that's why we have a
with
bad
a net.
reputation in Medellin, dog. I
Yeah.
think the country where they're really starting to hate us, bro, I would say is Colombia, dog, especially Medellin. I told you I saw two guys fight. It was a black guy and a Mexican, and they both
Oh,
said,
really?
we're both from
Dang.
Texas. We're from Dallas. I'm from Dallas too. I'm like, bro, you're around all these girls. Just get a girl and go home. For like, why are you here to fight, bro? Like, you
Yeah.
take a
Who was
plane.
the Mexican dude, bro? What's the Mexican dude's name? You know him?
No, he was from Dallas though. I remember him saying I'm from Dallas too. He was a
I
big
know a
dude.
Mexican dude over there. Yeah, there's a Mexican dude that I'm cool with. He's a Marine actually.
I don't know.
So
This
he
guy was
be
a
there
big
heavy.
motherfucker and shit. Well, he hit the dude, and the guy was like bleeding and shit. Then I was like, damn, he was about to get his ass beat. But
The
yeah, just like that's just the shit that gives us a bad name because the police are there and everybody's watching. And it's like Colombians are like very humble. They don't fight like that in the streets or publicly. So
Yeah.
that's a bad look for us.
That's a U.S. Thing, man. But yeah, that's a bad look. That's a bad look for us.
That's a bad look for. That's why I stopped going over there to the park. I used to go and just chill and drink a few beers, but not anymore. It's like drama.
Nah, I stopped. You know why I stopped going to the park, bro? I stopped going to the park because there was a time when they had the young girls walk in the park, and there was a whole bunch of dudes like, bro, I kid you not, pause. This is a pause moment. I seen this dude like rubbing his dick when he seen like the little girls coming through, and I'm like, yo, this is nasty, bro. Let me get up out of here, bro. So I stopped going to
No,
the
it's
park when I
strict
seen
now.
that shit, bro.
Now they have like an entrance where everybody has to pass through, and they check IDs now and stuff like that. So they're really cracking down. I'm glad, fool, but honestly, it's I don't want to touch on it, fool, but I will say that I think it's just gonna go somewhere else. It's gonna move somewhere else. It's not gonna change nothing because that's part of their culture for them to do that shit. But I think it's fucked up that
Yeah, man.
Americans are doing bad things and we're getting put in the same category. Like,
Have you checked the comments every time when a tourist dies?
oh, bro,
Like in the comments, Colombians will be like, they will victim blame the victim. They would be like, oh, he caused it on himself. Oh, they can be like, oh, it was probably a Venezuelan. It's like they don't like taking accountability. Like and you see that with
I'm
that's why
glad
I
you
say-
said that though.
That's why I say that's why I say
I'm
that's why I said the people of Medellin and Paisa, they're very nationalist. So it's like they stick up
well, I
for
wouldn't
their
say
own
they're
self.
nationalists. I would say they're tribal, bro.
Tribal, yeah.
Because
Yeah,
Dominicans are
I'm
national.
glad you said that about the I'm glad. Yeah, you're right. They are. I'm glad you said that about the Venezuelan comment. Here's why. Because statistically speaking, everybody that has been arrested for scopamine people, they're not Venezuelan, bro. They've all been Colombians. Let's be clear.
Yeah, because think about it, Venezuelans, the last thing they want is attention. It's like why would they want to drug a tourist when they can have that possibility of being prosecuted and getting deported from the country. So it's like that's the way the Venezuelans are thinking. Where the Colombians, they're thinking like, oh, this is our home country. We have the home field advantage. We can get away with so much stuff.
Yeah, but yeah, it's
That's
the
what they're
comments,
thinking.
bro. The comments are so fucked up. Like, and the Venezuelans be fighting back. Like, you look at the comments, like a Colombiano, like, oh, it was a Venezuelan. Like, these people don't even know it was a Venezuelan, but they have such a fucking victim blame attitude of like they don't take responsibility for themselves. That's the one thing I hate about the Paisa mindset.
And that's why it's like in
Accountability.
Colombia, I kind of tend to mess with the Venezuelan girls because like you kind of want to weigh in on the risk reward ratio, right? And it's like
Yeah, I know.
I mess with the Venezuelan girls because if me and her gets in trouble, she gets deported, and I can pay the cop, it's like, oh, just like in Dominican Republic, I mess with the Haitian girls, where a lot of these guys they get extorted by the Dominican girls, they switch up the prices on them. I actually mess with the Haitian girls, and it's like the Haitian girls are cool. I never had problems with them, and it's like that's how I do. It's like because the Colombian women they're thinking like this is a home field advantage, and I can get away with drugging this guy, kidnapping this guy, doing whatever I want to do, Because at the end of the day, I don't care how big you are. If you go into a foreign country, you're technically a baby, especially if you don't speak the language.
Oh man, but let me tell you, they're still pissed off about that DJ. And guess what? I don't give a shit. I mean, I'm not saying it like in a derogatory way because women, but I just don't.
Yeah.
See, when I look at that shit, you can tell that's not
Ulysses,
something
say it.
That's not something a brother would do, man. You can tell, man, when you see shit like that's not something a brother would do. You'd be like, man, you go ready to guess.
Ulysses, say that with your chest, bro. Say that with your chest, Ulysses.
I don't give a fuck.
You understand what I'm saying?
Because they kill us all the time and they don't shed one tear. So we're not gonna fucking be jumping and doing backflips. Like I don't give a fuck. Be like, shit.
Well, let's be very clear. Let's be very clear about the situation. And I talk to people and I try to tell them the truth. You play with men and their money and their emotions, bad things will happen. They don't play with the Colombian dudes like that, right? Because they know better.
Oh, they do, and they get killed, bro. Femicide is a really big issue over there in fucking Colombia, man.
So you're mad at a gringo because this dude was giving her money and you're spending it on vacations with the next dude. And I don't condone. Look, let's just be clear. I don't condone nobody killing nobody, bro. Let's all stay alive. Bro. But I understand that guy's motivation, bro. I understand his motivation. and I understand his pain. Like I had that happen. You listen. Did I ever tell you a story about me and DR with the girl I was about to marry, bro?
No.
No,
Yo, bro. So I was about to marry this girl, doing the fiance visa, the 90-day joint, right? So, anyways, I'll fast forward to the end. To the end, her homegirl was telling me that I bought the bitch two phones. I bought her a cell phone. She already had one. I said, yo, give that phone to your mother. Use this. So the bitch had two phones. She would always have a problem answering my calls or responding to my messages. I'm like, bitch, you got two phones. So what I found out from one of her friends is that she had a boyfriend, and every time I call her on video, the dude was sitting right next to her, like right there, bro. I sent her some bread. You know, this was early in the game. This was before I got seasoned, right? I'll send her some bread. She's spending it with this guy. And I'm like, wow. Now, what if I would have went like in DR is a little bit easier. There's no cameras in everywhere. I could have just buried this bitch and slid off on the plane, right? Could have did that. I could have did that because they don't got cameras. Like Colombia got cameras every fucking where, right? DR don't got that. I put that bitch in the woods or in the mountains or some fucking farm. Nobody would have known it was me, right? But they play games like that with guys, man. And some of these guys are leaving relationships where their wives have taken everything from them and they're looking for a traditional woman, and they go over there and they believe in you and they love you, and then you fuck them over. And that's like the last straw. Plus, we also know that every day walking around the country, bro, people with mental illnesses are walking around free. They used to put them in homes, but now they don't. So people are fucked up, you know, problems in their head, bro. And these women are dealing with them and playing around with them.
Yeah,
These guys will cut your fucking head off. Brazil, Mexico, they will cut your head off and leave you in if you do some shit like that, bro. Those videos are out there. So women need to, I tell women, stop playing with men. Be serious with men, because there's some crazy dudes out here that'll kill you. There was a dude in Puerto Plata that killed his girlfriend. She got papers to go to the United States. She came back to visit him, found all types of wild shit through her phone, and she was recording a video. Y'all can Google this shit. She was recording a video of them in the car, and they were arguing. Like 5 minutes after that video, he left that bitch on the side of the road, like shot in the face, bro. It's like, yo, these women need to stop playing with men, bro.
See, the thing is, like, there was a story. It's not related to travel or anything like that, but it was a story out of Utah, and it was this dude in Utah, a white dude. He got like 5 kids with her. So he found out she cheated on him with another dude, and you know he just offed everybody in the family, the kids, her, and himself. He was like, I'd rather deal with hell than deal with this pain. So there's some dudes like that in this world, man. There's some dudes like that in this world. Like, they don't have anything to lose, and you fuck around with them. It's like it can get really spooky.
But even Colombian women that have been through horrible experiences, dude, like they're still use that what happened with the DJ against us. Like, I knew a girl that was like, you know, fucking drugged by her best friend. And like she told me straight up, like, I think y'all are fucking possessive. And like, well, you never even met any foreigners. You live in Cali. I'm like the second foreigner you've ever met, and I've been really nice to you. Like, what the fuck? But I didn't, you know, I don't argue with them. I just like whatever. You think what you think, but just that arrogant attitude. I'm like, bro, you can't even work Uber at night, because that's how I met her. She was an Uber driver at 7 o'clock because you're afraid of your own people. And like your best friend drugged you. I'm not knocking her for that either. You know, like whatever, a crime is a crime. I'm not gonna victim blame her, but you're gonna have these bad things happen to you, and you're gonna turn around and tell another group of men, a race of men, that they're fucking possessive and they're this shit. Like, I mean, I just think it's an arrogance on their part, or maybe they're just not happy with their lives, so they feel like maybe blaming other people for their shit makes them fucking feel better. I don't know, but for somebody that went through a traumatic experience, and for her to say something like that, I thought it was very arrogant. I didn't really respond. So
you didn't pose it to her the right way. You should have posed it to her like, yo, I understand what that guy did was wrong, but that girl has a responsibility in that also. You know what I'm saying? And everybody that I have talked to, that I've given that conversation to, they're like, yeah, I understand. I go, yo, there's crazy people. There's crazy people. Like, guys, just think about this, guys. You're in the United States of America and you go through a fucked up divorce. You know how the United States like bends you over and P. Diddy's you, bro. Facts. And so you're emotionally fucked up. You're having problems seeing your kids. Like you just want someone to love that is not gonna fuck you over. And then you go over there thinking, you go over to these countries thinking that you're gonna find a wholesome woman that doesn't have that Western United States mentality, and then you meet a chick that's just gonna fucking use and abuse you. Now,
And that's
this
the thing
guy,
that happened. That's the thing that happened to the guy, that the DJ guy. He
yeah, that's what
actually
that's what I'm talking about.
he actually was dealing through some shit with his family because he was living in Wisconsin. He was dealing through a lot of shit with his family. The white guy.
Right.
So what he did is, and plus at the time his son was going through a cancer. So what he did was he took the cancer treatment money. It was like 50K, and he start going to Colombia, start tricking on this so-called Colombian girlfriend, and at the end she betrayed him and cheated on him, and he found out, and he got pissed because he was like, I put in this relationship equity, I put all this resources into you, and you're gonna cheat on me. So that's what happened. So that's what the guy,
But
what he did. I'm not condoning what he
but the
did.
guy,
It's just
nah, the guy flew in right after she was with that dude. You know that this is supposed to be your girlfriend. You kissing her, you putting your mouth downstairs, and she was getting beat down by this dude. You know they ain't wearing no condoms with that other dude, bro. And you telling me I'm here? He's like, I'm here. Where are you? Oh, I'm gonna get dressed and ready. She was leaving the other dude, bro. All that psychological shit that he got going on in his life, bro. Dealing with his family, his kid. You just told me something new. His kid got cancer. And this girl is you're doing everything to please her and make her happy. And she's fucking you over. That would drive almost any man crazy. Just
yeah,
some men have self-control not to crash out, bro.
yeah. There's some men that be like, man, I'm done with American women. All this. They rage and they go overseas and they just get fucked over even way worse. And it's like that kind of gets to them, So it's like that's why I say it's like, man, you just got to treat every woman in this world like the same. But like you can't be like, hey, I'm outside the matrix, and women are they're gonna be more feminine, they're gonna be more loyal and all that. Nah, you still got to be aware, man. You still got to be aware no matter where you go, man. Because them chicks that's playing the same games here in the States. Oh, they're playing the same games abroad, bro. You know,
It's
you
true
know.
though, but they play it a little bit more sweeter.
They
And
play sweeter. They play they act feminine because what a lot of guys, what gets them off is like a pause, is that when they see these broads and how feminine they are and how they clean up after the guy and how they wash the guy's underwear and all that kind of gets them off guard, man. They be like, oh my goodness, I never had this kind of treatment ever in the States. And that's how they get these guys. They be like, oh, okay, that's it's a long-term play. That's how the Philippine girls or the Thailand girls, that's how they get the tourist guys.
man, I can't tell you how many
Well,
stories I heard, bro. So many stories, bro. Dudes like breaking down in front of me, but I'm like, I don't. I mean, I'm a compassionate person, but at the same time, I look at some of these guys. I'm like, bro, like you're 300 pounds plus, bro. Like you really thought this attractive paisa was into you? What the fuck, bro? Like, and bro, that guy told me
bro, I seen them guys.
he actually met this girl, not even in Medellin. He met her in the States, and then he married her, brought her back, and she was like maybe like in her 30s, but she looked good. And he said the girl left him for a millionaire. She's like, he met the guy in the gym, and like I was like, well, bro, I mean, there you have it. And so what is this
Yeah,
stuff?
I mean, yo, think about the Dominican portion, right? You go to DR, right? Those girls are gonna cook for you, clean for you, pop your pimples, scratch your dandruff, you know what I'm saying? Shave your balls if you need it. They'll do everything for you, bro. And then you are taking with that. Now, what guys that are traveling don't really understand is that's their normal thing. Cooking and cleaning, that's normal. You find a girl in DR that can't cook and clean, bro, she's broken. It's a normal thing. They do that if you're there or not, right? So guys that are coming from these countries that they're not getting that treatment, that attentiveness, they go crazy over that, bro. And then
Yes.
the first thing that happens when they go crazy is that their wallets start opening, bro, without even thinking like, yo, is this, yo? knowing the culture and knowing that that's normal. That's normal. You know what I'm saying? And that's how these guys get caught up, bro. That feeling, bro, that feeling of that sweet nectar, and she's giving you everything you need, you busting it down. She's screaming at everything you do to her, even though you probably ain't packing, bro. Like it's good shit, bro. It makes you feel like Superman. But then comes the bullshit. And you guys, anybody hearing this cast tonight, bro, should always be aware of the bullshit. You should always feel like, yo, this is too good to be true. Especially like Ulysses just said, I seen them dudes in Medellin. I'm 300 pounds, but I'm 6'6", bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big dude. Some of these guys 5'11", fat, smell funny,
No,
and they got
this
these
guy was a
beautiful chicks
big
on their
dude.
shoulder.
He looked like Santa Claus, bro. Like huge motherfucker, bro.
You see what I'm saying?
He was a big boy, bro. He was a big boy, man.
You know that ain't real if a girl's loving you and shit like that. She ain't, bro. These women, Colombia is a culture of aesthetics, bro. These women really are insecure about the way that they look, bro. They're just very insecure. Like I had girls tell me, oh, when I get some money together, I'm gonna get operated. I'm like, bitch, you look good. What are you trying to do? Like, so you mean to tell me that they know they're pretty, that they're gonna settle down with with Shrek, bro? That's not gonna happen, bro. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, that's. I think. I would never get into a serious relationship with a Colombian, but especially a Paisa. No,
Mm-mm.
most women cheat so much. Well, they're just as bad as Dominican women. They cheat, they lie, and they get guys in trouble because some of those Paisas in the barrios, you know this better than anybody. They have boyfriends that are bandidos, and that's what gets some of these foreigners in trouble. And shit. One of the girls that I was still going out with, like she was just a homegirl. I wasn't even smashing her. One of my friends told me, like, be careful with her. Her dude's in charge of the body. I was like, holy fuck. So I kind of stopped hanging out with her because I'm not even getting no cutty or nothing. I'm about to get shot for fucking nothing because I used to go to her house and chill and that's the fucked up part that she never warned me who her dude was. And so when I got told, I immediately stopped hanging out with her. But that's an issue for a lot of guys. Like, you never know who the girl's dating, and that could cost you your life. It really can, especially in Medellin, bro. Life is cheap over there, bro. So,
bro, they don't care. The girl that Scopamine, the Asian dude from Minnesota, bro. Did you see her face, bro? She had a smirk on her face like it was nothing, bro. All of those girls that get arrested, bro.
Did you see the video?
You look at their face.
Did you see the video where like the camera where they're grabbing the dude, that little Asian guy, the one that you're saying? But the girl's like, well, she was behind him and she does look like she's scared, like she has her hand in her face, but she looked like she was terrified. But I'm like, you knew what those guys were gonna do to him. Like, why are you like acting like that? It's so fucked up what they did to that guy and shit, bro. Killed him and then dumped his body like he was nothing, fool. I mean, man, like there's the other video that Obi-Wan did with that girl that spoke English, and she was going to the language exchanges, and she was really good looking, and she got that Canadian almost kidnapped. He got shot 6 times, and then she eventually got caught like a few months later. But actually, she was doing it with a foreigner. She was doing it with a Canadian guy. She was pregnant at the time, but they're like kidnapping foreigners left and right, and they eventually got caught. They give this girl about 25 years, and somehow she Instagrammed the guy that she kidnapped, and she was telling him, please, like, I'm a good person, testify for me in court. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? You got a guy shot, and then you're kidnapping foreigners, and you're talking about you're a victim yourself? I mean, the mindset over there is really
diabolical.
Diabolical. How the fuck do you shoot somebody 6 times and you kidnapping people left and right? And she got hit with a hard time. I don't think she's going to do the 25 years, but it's still, dude, like she's pregnant. Obviously, she's not going to have the kid anymore, right? They're going to take the kid away from her, but still, like, I mean, you don't have to be doing that.
I think the baby stays with them in jail, bro. I think you have an option for that.
I'm not sure about that. Well, I guess maybe she's going to have the baby, but the kid's father obviously is not going to be able to go to Colombia because he got hit with a hard time too. So I'm guessing once he does his time, he's going to get deported. So
where's the kid's father?
From Canadian. He's from Canada.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she was doing this with the fucking foreigner, a Canadian guy.
Oh, shit. So the Canadian guy was in on it, too.
Yeah, he was setting people up. They were setting people up and shit. Like, he would hire the bandidos, and like he would just like find the fucking dudes and shit, the victims and shit. Like obviously she was a good looking girl, she spoke English, so a lot of guys fucking let their guard down. And I was looking at her. Usually the girls that drug in Colombia, let's be honest, are all fucking mama feas. I have yet to see one that's attractive, but this girl's fucking good looking. And I was thinking to
That
myself,
one, she's bad. The one
she's
from the
bad.
Asian
She
dude,
speaks
she's bad,
English,
bro.
and man, dude, she could get anybody. Fool, you let your guard down and shit, like. And she has a fucking French poodle. She has a small dog. So when you see something like that, you don't think of her like being capable of doing something like that, man. That's fucked up, dude. Like that guy took the Canadian guy that got shot like a few times. He took the police where he got kidnapped, or they tried to kidnap him. The police were like impressed though. They're like, "There was un barraco. You fucking fought your way out of it." And he did, wait, but he got shot 6 times though, man. He's fucking lucky that he survived.
Yeah, there was I think, was it Nate Diaz or somebody, a boxer, a retired boxer got shot in Medellin. There was a robbery. One of 50 Cent's former G Unit people got shot over here. There's somebody else that got shot over
That
here.
YouTuber's fucking trainer, Paul or something like that, got shot. I think, right? I forget.
Yeah. That's his name. His name was Nate Diaz or something Diaz or something like that. That was him. He got shot. So it's like, yo, it's crazy. It's crazy that people hear all this stuff and for not for 1 minute do they think like, yo, I should probably study up or move a little different or probably learn something so I can not have this situation. Number one, for everybody listening, stop dealing with women that do not have jobs. You need to find a woman that she reports to a place every day and you know how to find and search for her. Most of these women that they look pretty and all they do is fucking sunbathe at a spa all day and fucking go to the gym. Like, don't deal with those bitches because those are the bitches that have a high percentage of drugging people. You need a woman that works at what's that pharmacy, Revada or pharma, one of them pharmacies, or works at a restaurant. She's always there. That way you know that she's serious about a job. But you guys come over here trying to get them barrio bitches that don't have jobs, nigga. And this is what the fuck happens. You get deleted.
Yeah, in Colombia, man, like the way people meet each other, especially in Medellin, is through friends. Like every girl that I haven't dated a girl there in 2 years, but the girls that I do go out with and shit, dude, I meet them through a friend. Like my homegirl be like, "Hey, she lives down the street from me. She's good." I'm like, "All right, fuck it, bro." But I don't be fucking hanging around. Like me personally, the last 2 years in Medellin, I haven't been meeting like new people like that. I have a small circle there, and everybody I go out with literally lives in the same fucking block and shit. So I'm really, really careful on how I move over there, bro. I'm gonna be rooming in with a dude maybe next month or not next month in January, but it's his first time in Medellin, so that's the reason why I'm gonna go back and to show him the ropes. But I want to show him the right way to do things because I don't want nothing bad to happen. I've known him for like 9 years. He's a good dude and shit, dude. So I'm doing him the favor to go over there and just show him around for like a month, and then he's on his own. But there's a certain way that you have to move in Medellin. You can't be reckless over there, and that's what a lot of people are getting caught up because they're moving reckless. And unfortunately, in Medellin nowadays, and especially in November, December, you move reckless, you might come back. You might be coming back home in a body bag, man. For real, man. That place is no joke, man.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's all over. Even in Cali, like when you get close to Christmas, bro, it gets greasy for your
Hey,
tourists,
but in
man.
Cali, they're fucking worse, bro. Like, I'm telling you, the girl that got drugged, that was her best friend that drugged her and shit. And I'm like, fuck, bro. It's like, damn. So you
Yeah,
know,
but they drug each other over there. They like I've been in Cali for the last 2 years, bro. They're drugging each other. It's not.
but over there they play
It's
the long game when it comes to drugging. The Pisces drug you in 1 day. Over there they wait up to like 6 months.
I mean, you better build a good relationship with that person between that time. You know what I'm saying?
But that's difficult because you're smashing shorty for a good few months. You're gonna let your guard down and shit.
I mean, yeah, you're gonna let some of it down, but by that time, if you're there for 6 months, number one, you know the doorman where you at. Hopefully you've met some people from some of them barrios. Like I know people, you know what I'm saying? And when Shorty comes to my crib or whenever a Shorty comes with me, we'll go to dinner. Somebody's with me at some point that she'll be like, "Oh, where does he live? Oh, he lives in that barrio." And then she's like, "Oh shit, okay." Mindset. But I don't deal with women that don't have jobs, bro. I just don't. For my safety, I just don't. You
Yeah,
gotta have a job.
that's a great safety tip. But I also will say, like, don't let any girl over there ride you, no matter how beautiful they are. Like, don't let the beauty um affect your decision making. Don't let her get into your pockets. I had a shorty in Cali, super thick, full curvy as hell, natural curly hair, and like I went out to eat with her one time, and then I went out with her again with her sister. And then the third time we went out to go eat, and she got a plate of food, like a burger, without my permission. Because when I was looking at the receipt, I was like, "Why the fuck is this so expensive?" I took her to Hooters, and she got a burger without telling me. But she was getting the burger for her sister, that's fucking 8 months pregnant and has a fucking boyfriend. And so I just immediately told her, like, after that, we're not gonna do that no more. Guess what? She's fucking blocked me the next day, and that's just the way it is. You gotta put your foot down, even if it means losing the girl that you're attracted to, because that just one of those ways that they take advantages by fucking just being nice. Like her way of trying to get to me was her inviting me to her house and cooking for me. And she even brought it up. She's like, "Oh, why I invited you to my house? I don't give a fuck." I was like, "Because you fucking make dinner for me doesn't give you the right to be getting food for your fucking sister that has obviously a broke ass fucking boyfriend that doesn't even probably work. Like the fuck." And shit. So I don't fucking let nobody fucking take advantage of me in these fucking countries, man. Hell no, man.
That's usually a Dominican thing, bro, where they'll tell you, hey, I ordered some chicken fingers and some hamburgers for my kids. I'm like, what?
That was only one time that happened to me in Colombia, bro, and that happened to me in Cali. And damn it, I really wanted the shorty too, because she had a fat ass, bro. But I just like, man, I have to let that go, man. And I touched it and everything, but she didn't want to smash. She's like, oh no, like we're getting to know each other. And that kind of hurt me in the sense I was like, fuck, man, I lost this bitch. But I was like, whatever. Fool. Like, I'm not gonna fucking let this girl do this to me and shit, bro. Nah, bro. I came back to Cali like recently last year, and I hit her up. She's like, I don't want to talk to you. Why are you messaging me?
Yeah, they do that. They definitely hold it. They hold grudges heavy in Colombia. Like at least the Dominicans, they'll cuss you out and block you, so you'll never talk to them again. But in Colombia, you'll see their statuses.
I have not seen like one attractive Dominican to like all the YouTubers. I have not seen them with like one attractive Dominican like girl. Like if we keeping it a buck, if we being honest, you know what I'm saying? I have not seen them with like one. All the girls that they post like on the Facebook groups, the WhatsApp groups, the Telegram groups, on YouTube, I just don't. I don't like. I'm like I don't get it. I don't understand.
There's some baddies there though. I can't lie.
Baddies, bro. They ain't shit, bro. But there's some baddies and shit, bro.
They definitely ain't worth shit.
No, man, fucking it just some guys like I think Taylor Made Dreams had a live one time. The guy had like got kicked out of his own apartment in Santiago, I think, but I don't know where he's at. And when he came back in the morning, the shorty took all his shit. Like everything from the apartment was gone. His sofa, his TV, his bed, the refrigerator, the stove. They're like that over there. I don't know why they fucking do that. But they fucking, and then not only that, he still didn't learn his lesson. A year later, he got married to another girl and he bought a house. And I'm like, bro, this girl, when she leaves you, is gonna keep the house. You better believe that. But he's a YouTuber. I'm not gonna say his name, but I was like, dude, you're a fucking idiot, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, just have your fun.
Bro, say his name, bro. Say his name, bro.
He has a big following too, bro. I will say he's come on Taylor Made Dreams lives a few times and shit. So I don't know. Maybe some people know who I'm talking about, but he talks about how that girl, he came back and like out of his own apartment because he's the one that rented the apartment. The girl was just living with him. Came back in the morning like around 8 and everything was gone. And shit, man. That's one of the things I like to do also in DR, guys. So I would never move in with a shorty in DR. Hell no. In Colombia, maybe, but in Dominican Republic, nah, man. It's just
Colombia might be hard too because you can't get them out. I think their laws, it's either DR or Colombia, their laws about like, hey, you gotta go. If they've been there a certain amount of times, that's their house, bro.
Fuck. I've never wanted to move in with a shorty for like I lived with a girl, my ex-girlfriend in Brazil like a few years ago, but that was an experience and it kind of just happened. I was just supposed to go there for 3 days, I ended up staying like a month, but I wouldn't go out of my way to move in with a girl unless I knew her for like a while. I don't know. I can't do it, bro. I need my own personal space, dog. Fuck that, dude.
Yeah.
I think Buck fell asleep and shit, dude. When are you gonna go back to Colombia again, anyways?
I'm here now. I'm leaving tomorrow.
Oh no, but I know you're gonna come back eventually, though, right?
Oh yeah, I'm not sure, man. If this Asian trip don't pan out in November, then I'll probably be back.
All right. Yeah, I'm going back. I think maybe January to show this guy the ropes. This is his first time. Um, oh, man, he just like this is his first time. I traveled with him before, but like he doesn't realize how beautiful the Colombian women are. Fool, you know. And he's like, nah, I'm over here for business. I'm like, bro, you don't understand, dude. Like, wait till you fucking start talking to them and meeting them. Like, you're gonna change your mind. But um, I was trying to show him the ropes. I was like, bro, you can't fall for their games. You know, they lie a lot. Like, I had a girl the other day hit me up talking about like her business. She's like, oh, I need money. I lost my job. I want to open like a what do they call it when they sell those drinks on the streets? Granizados, right? Granizados.
The alcoholic ones,
Yeah,
like
the
the
fruity drinks.
slushes.
The slug granizados, right? And she's like,
Yeah,
oh, I need to rent the machine. And I'm just looking at her. This girl got like lip surgery like 2 months ago and spent like $400. And I'm thinking to
crazy,
myself, like, why don't you use that money for your fucking business? And she, but it's like
crazy.
you said, it's just like they rather use it on their fucking selves than use it for their future.
Priorities.
And priorities are
Crazy.
fucked up. Yeah, and not only that, but she doesn't even have a floor. I met her in Comuna Trece. Like she lives in a fucked up area. Like she has like what's underneath the towel, so it's just like dirt. And I'm like, man, you could have used that $400 or $500 that you wasted to fix the floor or for your business. But they don't think like that over there either. They're thinking about today, not tomorrow. That's why I could never be in a relationship with those women over there, man. Like I feel like a lot of them don't have vision to like for the future. They're just like, what can I get from today and shit? Like, yeah, man, it is what it is, bro. Medellin is gonna be popping for Halloween like last year. Can't wait for. Yeah, Medellin is fucking badass for Halloween and shit. I've been there. And Cali, I was in Cali for Halloween like a year ago too. That was fun. Their body is their asset. They just invest in that, and that was gives them a cash flow. You know what? You're absolutely correct, bro. But the lips, man, I don't think. Oh man,
I hate that shit. Yo, shout out to Frisbee, bro. Get somebody. We need to put more respect on Frisbee's name, bro. Frisbee is killing the game, and people don't even know it, bro. Shout out to
The
Frisbee, bro.
fast food
I love
place.
it. Yeah, that chicken is delicious, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. It's blowing. It's blowing anything we got out the water, bro. It's good stuff.
mm, yeah, it is what it is. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna end up the live already because I've been here for like 3 hours, man. Shit. But thanks for everybody who stopped by. BLB, I appreciate it, man.
Salute.
Anytime, brother.
And Bucky too. I think he's asleep. And Nick travels too, man. Thanks for like stopping by, bro. Buck always falls asleep and shit, man.
Buck sending some Western Unions, bro. That's what he's doing.
All right, guys, man. Have a good night, man.
All right, brother.